pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah. Pushing myself to the limit, I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them,
alrighty,
yeah, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes make me.
Happy
Drop
Monday.
Songs when I write them, I don't wait 8 weeks. They too focused on the image now, but that ain't me. Lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense.
Welcome in, everyone.
He was this, he
Happy
was
Monday.
that, like I
Good to
changed
see
up,
y'all.
had a kid,
W's in the
dad,
chat.
I made funds these days. Everybody focus on the he say and she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as
Who we got?
Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be
Z-Gamer in the house.
I just stick to the
There
plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pick for the gram.
Only bands
Stay
in the
true
house.
to my supporters, yes, I did it for them.
What it
So
do?
even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days, I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days, I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets.
All right,
of the
what up,
past.
Jake?
That's a different
Mr.
life.
Playbook
These
in the
days, I
house.
don't
What
need
up, Wokey?
nobody's validation.
Yogi in the
These
building.
days, I don't need
What it do,
nobody's
what it do?
invitation.
How you guys
These days, I
feeling?
don't tell
Welcome in,
nobody
welcome
what
in,
I'm
G.
doing. I just
We
do it
back.
if I fail, keep it pushing till
back.
I get it right.
We are back in action. Yes, sir, we are back. Jay Coop in the house. FX Champ is back. Vicky's back. Let's go, baby. Let's go. NK Capital's back. Captain's back. Danky P in the house. What up, Connor? What's goody? What's goody? What's up, Shelly? All right, the Big M is back. All right, how you guys doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday. Great to see y'all. Great to be back. Great to be back. What's up, Dean? Yeah. What up, Mooney? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Good to see y'all. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And the game has begun again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJ Scratchers is back. All right. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Lucas? Mr. Maychuck. There he is. What up, Ryder? Oh, Kingman's back. I hear him. What up, Valerio? Valerio's back, baby. What's up, noobs? All right. I think we're good. Yeah. We good? Chat, how you feeling? YouTube, what it do? What's up, Mr. Lopez? Mr. Lopez in the house. How you guys doing, man? I hope y'all had a phenomenal weekend. And like I said, it's good to be back. Good to be back at the desk. It's always nice to have that quick little break, but man, it feels good. So let's go ahead and begin our session here. Would love to pray real quick. I'm just so grateful that we all made it back here today and we could spend some time together. So let's share some gratitude for that, and then we'll begin. You ready? Let's do it. All right. Well, God, we thank you for this new day, Lord. We thank you for just continuing to lead our minds, to guard our hearts, to order each and every one of our steps. I pray here that you would remove anything that is not aligned with the purpose that you have called us to, Lord. We thank you for peace. We thank you for focus, for discipline, for wisdom. And today we walk in that faith, knowing, having confidence in all that you've called us to. So we thank you for it. I pray a blessing over each and every individual in this live stream today. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 Let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get? You ready to get? All right, we're 1,000 comments back on the all right, there we go. Oh, amens. All amens. All right, cool. All right, well, let's do this, gang. Welcome back in. Let me lower the music just a little bit here, and let's get back into it. It's a wonderful, wonderful Monday here. Great day to really create the future. You know, the way you create the future is simple. You take care of the present, right? Most people, they are distracted in the present, and they're thinking about either the future or they're thinking about the past, not realizing that neither one of them are actually real, nor do they matter, right? The only thing that matters is here, right? The only way we create our future is in the very moment you're sitting in right now, all right? So let's get into it. Let's have a great day here, and let's keep our goals in front of us and make sure we're not deviating at all, right? It's 1 week. I said it to the clubhouse last night. I said, hey, look, 5 days. That's all. 5 days, right? 5 days is all you need to do. Keep your head on the right path, and let's just continue following the plan. So today is Monday. It is the 18th, and yeah, it's another day to be patient and disciplined here. We don't have too much going on in the headlines today. A little bit of 10 a.m. news, but nothing too crazy. Just I think it's a yellow folder. Yeah, yellow folder here, so nothing too crazy there. We also have the 19th coming up, which is going to be tomorrow. Not much here either, right? As we kind of scroll down here, you don't see much red folders, not too much high impact news going on the front end of the week here. Wednesday, you'll have just, I guess just this like Fed meeting. That shouldn't be anything too crazy. Thursday, I don't see anything much on Thursday, just unemployment claims, and Friday seems pretty clean too. Retail sales on the CAD, but nothing really for the dollar here. So should be a pretty clean week. Not too much red folder news going on. Not that that really makes a difference anymore these days anyway. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure Trump will be tweeting all around the world, and we'll have some fun activity here at some point. But man, it's already begun last night, and we'll see if it can continue on here this week. So let's jump into the charts. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis. If you guys can, give the stream a like and sub to the channel, and let me know about the music. And if the music's good, we'll get ready here. We'll get ready. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. A little lower? Okay, cool. Let me lower it a little bit. Lower it one bit. Let me pull the locker on the door here too before Kingman comes running up on us. Hold on one sec. The man's all over. The man's all over. All right, let's get into it here. We good on music? Talk to me. Talk to me quickly, someone. Quickly. It's good? Okay, cool. All right, well, let's get into it here. Let's take a look at gold here. We'll start on the daily time frame, and let's move ourselves down from time frame to time frame here. So looking at the daily, man, oh my goodness, let's track back just a little bit. Let's talk about what happened over the past week or two. We kind of found ourselves creating this range. Who remembers when we were over here, right? We kind of were over here, and we moved up, we chopped around a bit, we finally broke below, remember, and all these beautiful sells came out. We kind of hesitated for a little bit, tried to find some sort of a move correction. We did end up correcting, right? Now, who remembers when we thought that, okay, just track back to like last week, right? Who remembers when we thought that this was going to be the official retest, right, of the zone up here? It actually ended up not being the official retest, right? We did end up moving down, but we pushed back up here, consolidated a little bit. Then we started to pay attention to this overall zone here on the daily, right? So we kind of changed our ranges a little bit and adjusted them. You had support there, you had resistance here. We understood why these moves wouldn't work out, especially the buying positions, right? Early on in these last week, early in the week, we started taking sells literally from Tuesday on, I believe it was, and it's been all gold sells ever since. So probably a full week and a half of just selling, right? Selling gold here. So, we had this candle here. We took sells off this one. Finally got our closure below the range there on Thursday, I believe that was. And then Friday, we just filled the entire range to the left-hand side. So with that beautiful candle that filled the range, which is this guy right here, right? This was our closure below. And then this was our move down, right? So just if this was a 30-minute time frame, this would be our confirmation candle. That would be our trading candle, right? So now that this candle has filled the range, right, now we can start to look for opportunities for price to pull back, and it looks like the daily time frame is starting to show us signs of that pullback as we speak, right? We broke the lows a lot earlier. An Asian session last night, we did end up flipping bullish. We do have some supports to the left. We do have some ideas right to the left hand side where we have seen price kind of start to make its way back up from there. So could we anticipate that happening here within today and maybe tomorrow and Wednesday during the front end of this week here. So that's most likely what I'll be looking for. We are bearish. We did close at support, so I am leaning more towards the bullish side of things here today. I really want to see what that 4-hour candle looks like, because that's going to determine my bias here on the day. So let's go ahead. I see a big rejection out of the daily. Let's see what that looks like on the 4-hour chart here. So looks like the 4-hour candle has been moving up. I did take some sells last night off of this 4-hour candle. I'll show that to you in a little bit, but we're kind of moving up. We're kind of in this range now. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of a fake out. Yeah, maybe a fake out towards the downside right here, where price kind of broke the previous daily lows, moved down, created its own low, and now it's coming back up here to break its high, right? So we are running into this 4-hour resistance, which isn't the greatest news in the world. Would have loved to kind of walk to the desk and have that 4-hour candle sitting, you know, somewhat over here, right? So we can still have that range to move up. So we'll have to see what we do at this 4-hour resistance level now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 1 hour. Just keep in mind resistance here, right? Support here. It looks like we did get the fake out. Yeah, if we get a 4-hour closure, I'm really starting to shift my bias bullish, right? On the day, we'd be re-breaking the 4-hour highs and then looking to create some sort of like a daily support, right, at this level here. So could we anticipate the move popping up like this and maybe coming back down, and daily candle closing something like this, this today, where you have a brand new support? So we'll see about all that. But 4-hour is bullish. We are tapping into target here. Let's move down to the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour is choppy here. So 1 hour should keep us safe for the most part. I think closures above 76 are going to be our best bet here today. That'll be a clean range coming up, and you got no top wick on this candle. I think we can kind of find some sort of a retest, right, of this move here. It might have to work out something like this, where you see price kind of trending itself up, right? Might do something like that to get there, but we'll see. We'll see if we can get closures above. But let's take a look at the 30-minute real quick as well. 1 hour super choppy here. You don't really want buys, right? It's like buys above, well, we never closed above, right? Now if we close here, it's like buys there, well, we have resistance there, we have it here, we have it here, we have it here, but above that, right, we don't have it until way up here. So this is what I mean about choosing your territory, right? Picking the territories in which you would like to take trades in today. For me personally, I would never ever trade in this territory here. It would have to be above that, right? Anything above there looks phenomenal. So you got all that clean range coming up to the left. Why try and push ourselves through the chop with our money on the line? Why not wait for price to do that itself, then look to take buys above 76 today? So that's pretty much what I'll be doing. Waiting for the buys above 76. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame. 30 is a little choppy up there too. So yeah, really got to be some sort of an hourly bias here for me today, most likely, or a 30-minute break and retest above there. So we'll see what happens. The daily candle though is still technically bearish, right? So I am still open for potential sells. We are at the 4-hour resistance. The 1 hour is very choppy to the left. So hence, for all those reasons, I'll still be open to taking some sort of sells, right? Now I think if we are going to base this off the 30-minute time frame, if we use 76 to 87 as a bit of an observation zone, I think that would be a pretty good idea, right? Like, let's say candles kind of push themselves all the way up. What happens now is we have all this clean range, right, to come back down into. And if you get some type of resistance that gets formed, right, now we can say, okay, the daily is still bearish. The 4-hour has tapped target. The 1 hour has closed, right, strong or engulf, overextended, or whatever it's going to be. 30-minute looks like this. At that point, 15-minute should have somewhat of a structure to it as well, and then we can take these sells, right, if the volume's coming in, to bank on price rejecting off of that 4-hour resistance there. So that is pretty much my plans for buys here today, my plans for sells, and I'll be sticking to it. So I hope you guys have your plan. I hope you stick to it, and now we know exactly what we're looking for. There should be zero FOMO when any of the movement happens. Movement doesn't matter, playbook setups do, right? Movement doesn't matter, playbook setups do. So everything else is noise. Outside of that, we need to see what price does as it approaches 76, and then we'll have some information that we can use from there. Okay, cool. So that's it. That's how you analyze a chart right there. That's how you tell a story from time frame to time frame. That's how you come up with different trading ideas for your session. That's how you get prepared, right? Because when the pressure shows up, the only one that's going to survive is the one that's prepared, right? So if you're not prepared midway through your session, an hour from now, when the market starts to entice you, you're going to fold, right? You're going to fold. But if you know what you're doing, if you know what you're looking for, if you're drawing up the ideas, now you know what to wait for, and then you just simply let it fall in your lap. All right, so let it fall in your lap today. That is my thoughts on gold here this morning. So we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, good job, though. Good job. Hope you guys had a great weekend. What's up, Liam? What's up, Lamb? Lamb, let's go. Johnny Gems in the building. All right, Mr. New York. The New Yorker. What's Gucci? We will have a bit of an absence from Rafi over the next 2 weeks or so. You guys won't see much of, or I should say any of Rafi for that matter. Rafi's going into a, let me just get John, there we go. Rafi's going into a solitude fast. So 10-day, not around anyone, not doing anything, no phones, no social medias, no people, nothing. So pray for Rafi while he's in this little season of his fast, and I'm sure when he gets out of that, it's going to be wild. So yeah, just we'll miss Rafi for the next 10 days, but no, he's doing well, and he's going to be coming back probably just on fire, I'm sure. What's up, Johnny Gems?
Yo, my man, what's poppin', brother? Great to see you.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Got the haircut going? All right, let's get it.
Yes, sir. We here, baby.
How you feeling?
Feeling great, man. Ready to be patient, disciplined to the plan today. What about you, man?
Yeah, same. Let's go.
Let's get it. New location, but same plan, same routine. We're locked in here.
New location, same destination, baby.
Yes, sir. Amen. Let's go. What's up, chat? How y'all feeling? Great to be back here with y'all. How was your guys' webinar this weekend?
Webinar was pretty amazing, actually.
Nice, man.
Pretty amazing.
Nice. What you guys do?
We talked about some concepts. We did playbook. We talked about basically I open up the floor for any questions on playbook concepts, setups, or any mindset questions. And we went through that for about an hour, a little less than an hour and a half, I'd say. But yeah, it was a good one. Does everyone in the clubhouse know why we are why I bet you guys now have a whole totally different perspective of the observation zone I just drew up, right? Does that not line up exactly with what we talked about in the webinar this past weekend? Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. What you got going on over there? You got the plant going to the left, all right? A little Windows desk. I see.
Yeah, it's ready to watch me be disciplined, bro. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I like it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day today. It's nice out too.
How was your drive?
Drive was amazing, bro. Easy cruise, man. To here.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, ran into a little bit of traffic maybe yesterday, but that was it. Other than that, it was nice. Good flow.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's up, Clinky? The mag is here.
What's up, my brothers?
How are
you? Good to see you. Happy Monday. What's up, John? What's up, Nick?
Welcome in. How we feeling?
Sir. Thank you. I'm feeling incredible, man. Feeling incredible.
Yeah, we've had a turn of
the ride
events
good, John?
here. I was so bearish on gold, and now gold's flying up.
Yeah, I know, right? We were bearish in London too.
Bro, I thought I was gonna come back to the desk and gold was gonna be like, 4,200 or something. That would have been nuts.
Yeah, but that daily though, I mean, it makes sense. We're kind of holding up here.
Yeah, I think the daily can actually pop now. Now we tapped support here. But man, we were looking like we were about to go. Go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Yo, what's up? What's up, Katie? That's good. Oh, the delay again. Nah, the delay shouldn't have happened today. Maybe I got to fix something in OBS. Yeah, I got to fix something there in OBS. Where can we watch the webinars? In the webinar section. So if you're in the clubhouse, just go over to the all the webinars and you'll find them there. We also put up, I think, 2 or 3 new videos in the clubhouse. Just quick little concept videos. They're like 3-4 minutes. Go check those out too. A couple new ones up there. Let's go, Mr. Playbook. Let's get it. Trade I took in Asian. Yeah, hold on. Let me pop it up here. Bro, we met John. That was insane.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like,
that was nuts. Like this move happened so fast. Hold on one sec. All right. Yeah, this was insane. So I let me just pause this. There we go. Yeah, so we had a lot of clean range to the left. So I like this trade a lot. Some of you guys are probably going to say, hey, man, what about the support to the left? But, you know, just, I mean, you got to understand this right here was a break of a daily low, 4-hour low, 1-hour low, 30-minute low, 15-minute low. You had so much momentum coming to the downside. I didn't really, I seen the wick fill, but I just, after this top wick, like that's when I set the sell stop. So we actually broke the low first, right? We basically made a top wick. I wasn't feeling it that much. I'm like, I really like this zone though, like this overall range, especially down into that wick fill. So I'm like, I thought I was gonna have to let it go. It broke the low and everything, but stayed there for a minute, stayed there, and then just fired up, man. It just came all the way back up, broke the highs, came up, did a perfect top wick here. So I decided to set the sell stop. I actually like this wick fill right here a lot. And then there was a zone over to the left, and man, we got in, boom, price broke the lows, just straight down, right? Straight down. This candle closed, kept holding, matter of just less than a minute, a couple seconds. This thing made a top wick, broke through the lows, filled the wick, closed partials, and then let the rest of it run. So it happened quickly too. There was so much volume in the market, so much momentum. I didn't even want to share this one because I already knew the amount of FOMO that was going to happen if I shared this trade. And again, like me taking the trade and posting it on social media or something, that's not going to teach you anything. I'd rather show it to you guys here today where I can talk it out with you all and answer any questions for you all and whatnot. But like, what a move, man. Anna was watching this too, and I'm like, this is about to melt. So it was nice because, again, it broke the lows first. I actually would have let this one go had we not made that steeper top wick. So we came up, we made a much steeper top wick, and down we go. Down goes Frazier.
Good stuff,
But
man.
yeah, that was pretty much it. Pretty much it. Big move here, though. Big move. Caught it on all the counts and whatnot. Closed partials at the wick fill, and then full TP got tapped right there.
Fire. What a move.
Oh, my God, bro. Such a crazy move. I almost let that go. Almost let it go.
Sheesh.
Yep. And look, I
I'm
would
glad
have been
you
okay.
didn't.
I would have been okay with letting that go. If we never made that steeper top wick, it is what it is. You know, I just would have had to, you know, just be proud that I knew that the move could have been coming.
That wick though was key because that one like retested the whole range there too.
Perfect top wick.
Perfect.
Momentum was insane too. You know, like as you get more experienced in your trading too, you just see momentum coming in differently. But yeah, I think we made I think the original top wick, it was you know, it was okay, but on a Sunday, like I wouldn't want to do that. So it's like maybe came up here, but this to me was the move was pretty big, right? So I'm like, I can't take that. So we kind of made a top wick. We came down, we broke the low, and I thought it was just gonna run, but it actually did come back, re-broke the high, tested the previous zone, which as you guys know, that is ideally the perfect wick, right? That touches the zone in which it came from. That's the only way I can explain the best wick right there, right? Is when it touches that zone and then it re-break the low. So I was like, we got to get in this. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, it was a good move. It's a good move. It was like total, bro. It was like 230 pips or something. It was wild. But at the same time, I'll be honest, this is, and you guys can probably rate this a little bit too. Like this is more of an experience trade. Like I wouldn't expect most guys to. I would expect most of you guys to be a little bit on edge about this support here. Like I wouldn't even be expecting most of you guys, even though we do teach this. This takes a little bit of catching on to do. Like looking for that wick fill and trusting in that wick fill and whatnot. So if anyone else was looking at this but had it like that, as a newer trader, yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. As you get more experience, as you see me take some of these type of things too, and other experienced traders, then you'll pick it up. It just takes time to get experience. Took the exact same trade. Okay, very nice, very nice. Congratulations. Congrats. John came at the best time. Yeah. How's the weather, John?
Bro, it's perfect, man. 75 degrees right now.
Nice. Let's
Damn.
go.
Really?
Yes, sir. It's beautiful. Nice and warm.
Sheesh, bro. Nice.
Yes.
It's looking good here. This is looking real good. So possible
It's actually not
15-minute
bad.
closures. We've got 9 a.m. candle coming up here too. And if we can get the 15 to kind of close resistance like this, then I really like this trade idea.
Yeah, same, bro. I like that.
Yep. Same here. 4 resistance too and all that.
Yep.
And also the no bottoming on the candle down there.
Yep. Yep. No bottom wick, no
Nice.
top wick.
Yep.
4 hour at resistance. Really tapped, you know what I mean? We tapped into our observation zone. 1 hour resistance got tapped. 30-minute got, tapped here, and then 15 might give us what we're looking for. Seen it, didn't take it though. That's fine. That's fine. Again, it's like, you got to be a little daring to take that one and have some experience. And it's not like it's, there's a confirmation candle, a good top wick, or rebreak of the lows. It's a good move. It's just definitely not a beginner move for sure. That trade was taken. It was pretty early actually. It was probably like 8 o'clock maybe Eastern, 8 p.m. ish. Oh, nice. Waited for the move since Friday. Loved this. Yeah, it was a good trade. It was a good trade. It was, like I said, it was more experienced trading. So new traders that are trading the playbook, please don't start scratching your head and thinking, what's wrong with me? Why don't I get in that? That's why I didn't really want to post it or share it either. I'd rather sit here and explain it to you versus you wondering for the next 9 hours, why did he take the trade and how did he take it and how did he know and should I have been in it or should I have not? I would say, newer, less experienced traders probably shouldn't have been in that. Caught it too. Nice job, Mario. What up, Danny Cash? That's good. 15-minute closure. Yeah, that was off the 15-minute time frame. Yep. Yeah. Sellers got activated earlier. Yup, exactly. Yeah, plus, because he did break the low first. So I was kind of watching it like a hawk and watched it broke and then watched it. I think it broke the low, went up, made a top wick, broke the low, and then went up and re-broke the high. I think that's how it all went down. And then that's when I set my sell stop after that top wick was in play. Caught it too, but got out the wick fill. Nice. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Wick fill's perfect.
Nice, man. Yes, sir. Look at that 1 hour, man. Holy smokes. I just saw that now. That zone we were at.
Which one?
Just like the 1 hour in general there.
Right now?
Like
This 1 hour?
Yeah.
Nice rejection here.
Yeah, looking good.
What time frame do you execute on if it crosses the 75? I'm assuming you're talking about the EMA or the moving average. I actually don't use it, so I don't use a moving average or like an EMA or anything like that. All right, this is looking good here. So we might have a 1 hour closure closing up and all this nasty chop, right? Starting to get rejected out of here. So what we want to see is that 15-minute kind of hang tight a little bit, make a, leave us a wick, and then we want to see a little attempt of that 1 hour top wick because that'll start giving the 15-minute candle a new top wick. So possible 15-minute closures looking like this, probably more so like this. And if the 1 hour candle closed like that, 15-minute candle closed like this, what we want to see is we don't want to just execute off the break of the low. We actually want to see probably a break and then a top wick being formed, because what that does for us is that'll give this new 1 hour candle a low, right? A lower wick. So we don't want to get in right away, because if that lower wick forms, the next thing we know, this whole wick can get filled, right, on the 1 hour, and we can continue moving bullish. So we want to make sure that that wick on the 1 hour is failing, right? The wick fill is failing, and then, you know, we start breaking through the low and we have a sell stop right there. So what that'll look like on the 1 hour is simply just bullish candles, right? Bullish 1 hour candle that kind of you have right here in front of us, right? This guy right here, nice rejection. That rejection looks like this candle here on the 15, right? And now this new candle is going to be the 1 hour, right? That comes down, makes a low, breaks its high, moves up, creates the top wick, right? Fails to fill the wick, and then starts coming down looking like this, right? And then this is what it'll look like on the 15-minute time frame over here. And all we'll have is a sell stop on the break of the 1 hour low / 15-minute low, and then that's the move.
Funny.
You guys,
Yep.
Are you guys starting to understand candlesticks and how to break them down from time frame to time frame? I hope these streams are starting to help you understand like what a 1 hour what a 15-minute time frame looks like within a 1 hour candle. This is key. I mean, this is key to anticipation and precision and all that stuff.
Yes, sir. Would you want it to close below like the 45.67 level there, or would you just want it to close
Not
bearish?
really, because then our 15 moves too much.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't really mind, but we just got to get a good 15 closure. Yeah, but
Yes,
the 1
sir.
hour really closing anywhere below 76 now, I think is good, because then we can kind of wait for a failed attempt to break through and then have a sell stop.
The 71 level there, both on the 15, 30, and all that, looks good, great here too.
Yep, 71.
Yeah, on 30 and 15, right there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that resistance. So if you close below there in the 30 and close below there in the 15, be great.
Yes, sir. Oh, above 75. I'm sorry. Yeah, probably. My bad. I thought you meant the moving average, but yeah, honestly, 76 is probably my number here today. I like 71 too, or whatever, but yes, 76 probably my number. Yeah, because if the 1 hour candle put up a fight here, right, and just completely push through everything, only to get rejected here, then likely that the 1 hour is not moving up anymore. And then you'll get another attempt, but it'll fail, and on the break of that low is where we want to have our sells. Ideally in a point of like high time of volume here. Or what works even better is we get the sells from up here. So instead of down here somewhere, we get them up here.
Yeah, 30 fake out here would be incredible for like 930. Yeah,
if we can get that on the 30, that's pretty much what we want to see on the 30-minute
Money.
right there. What up, NV? All right, perfect. There's the closure on the 30. So, yeah, any sort of 30-minute rejection here. This is our 1 hour closure as well. We got 1 hour. Okay, so we got 4 hour. Let's just start from the daily. We got a technical bearish daily, right? Technically, we are. 4 hours starting to kind of run into support here, but you know, pushing through, doesn't necessarily need to stop here. You still have a wick to fill up there at like 94, so definitely more room to go, but the 1 hour is closed below the range here, right? The 30-minute has also now closed below this 1 hour range. We did close above our 71 zone, so I think that fake out now comes in clutch here, right? So possible fake outs sitting now below 71 on the 30-minute time frame. It looks like our 15 closed doji, so we've got no decision. So we've got some random move, right, on this bullish candle. Just popped up out of nowhere. We did close above the 30 range on the first closure, but this guy didn't do anything, right? No decision there. So likely now we can get another rejection here and then a closure below, and that'll make up our 30-minute candle, right? 2 15-minute candles. If they can close below, then we got all that clean range to the left to come down. I want to make sure we get on the rebreak of the low, not the creation of the low. There you go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Jot that down, son. Jot that down. We want to make sure we get in on the re-break of the low, not the creation of the low. Yes. Yes. I think, man, like I've known that for years, but I think I've only been able to put that into words maybe like 5 months ago. All right, 9:01. We got a big day today. Got a big day. Who's locked in on just like, who's tired of the BS and just willing to follow your plan this week? Anyone? Anyone? Right. I'll be honest, man. Back in 2021, I got sick and tired of the self-sabotage, bro. Like, sick and tired of it. The only person that was holding me back was me. It wasn't the markets. It wasn't the trading strategy. It wasn't that this guy didn't stream on Monday or Friday or he called a bad trade. Nah, it was all my own BS. It was all me trying to just become a millionaire in one day or something, right? Like, I got sick and tired of the self-sabotage, and I said it's over, right? I refocused on the fact that life is a game, and I will level up my avatar, and I will not self-sabotage and continue to hold myself back week after week, month after month, right? So there just comes a time where you just got to put your foot down and say, it is time. You know what? Maybe I haven't ever followed my plan in my life, but I'm going to do it today. Today's the day. Today's the day, right? And then you start looking at it. You go, you know what? I could do that for 5 days. I could string that together for 5 days. And you do it. And you go, you know what? I could do it for another 5. And you go, wow, I'm proud of myself. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, man. I just followed my plan. I didn't break it. The next Monday or Tuesday, all of a sudden, you're in the chat. I passed my first prop firm. All of a sudden, right? You go, man, I'm addicted to this. I love this. I love following my plan. And maybe you follow it, and you're on the verge of a payout, and then you mess it up, right? You just get them too close to the money, and you start drooling. Right, panting like a dog, and all of a sudden it's like, I blew it, and you're like, shucks, I suck, and then you come back to the stream, and we kind of tell you again, look, don't make the same mistakes, don't do it, and you go, you know what, I'm making a run back, and you get all pumped up again, and this time hey, I can go 2 weeks, and you just start building that confidence slowly, and starting to make less and less and less amount of mistakes as time goes on. Not that you won't make any more mistakes. They will just become less and less and less. And then, we'll see you get your first payout, and we'll be so pumped up for you, and, have that 4K, 3K, 5K, whatever it is. I know it's life-changing. When you don't have that much money coming in and you're trading your hours for dollars. And, I'm so pumped up for you. I go post it on my Instagram. Look at the guy, and here you are. Here you are with a new walk, a new talk, a new approach. And now all of a sudden you got your swagger back, you got your confidence, and all of a sudden you're stringing green days together, and people are starting to hear your name. And I want that to be you so desperately, so bad. I want to see you win. I want to see you get those payouts. I want to see you make money here, right? That's the point of us coming here. So it all starts with you, right? It all starts with you just getting tired of your own BS and saying, you know what? The guy's right. He's right. You know what? I'm going to stick to the plan for 1 week. 1 week, and that's it. And, man, you will get yourself on some momentum, and you will start getting the ball rolling. You just got to trust the process, man. Just trust the process.
That's facts, bro. When that was me, like, I had to make it established in my mind that, this is a job here, right? Like, if I want to get paid, then I have to do a job, right? There's not many jobs out there that you can just get paid for not doing a job, right? There's a job to do here. If I want to get paid, then that job is to follow my trading rules and to produce my edge, right? Every day. Mm-hmm. And by understanding that this is my job here, right? And if I want to get paid, I got to do this job. Knowing that the job equals the pay, that gave me a whole different type of awareness coming into each and every day that, all right, John, like, I want to make money, but I got to do the job if I want to get that. So now I just focus on doing the job, which is following the plan, following the rules, and letting the money be a byproduct of that. And I think that's what y'all should do, because I think a lot of people think that they have this fantasy of trading, they fantasize about trading just giving them freedom and luxury, but they they have little awareness of the job at hand that will create that life for them. So it's all about what we talk about, process over profits, and performance over profits, and that's just taking care of your job each and every day.
Bro, if you just do the job, it's easier than you thought it would be. Like, it's actually not that complicated. But it's only not complicated when you actually do the job. You know, like when you throw all the other stuff in, it gets very complicated, right? Because now you're bringing all your garbage, all your baggage, all your emotions into this game. But when you just do your job, right, it becomes a very, very simple game. Just like at work, you know, you just do your job, right? It doesn't matter what happened. You could have had a friend pass away. It doesn't matter. On Monday, you'll be back there doing what you're supposed to be doing. So why can't you do it here? You know, why can't you do it here? Start doing it here for your own future, for your own business. I remember Mr. View said, Nick, in life, you're either going to build your dream or someone else's dream. So choose wisely, right? So if you're going to commit at your job, you're going to basically commit to building the owner of that company's dream, right? And then not your own, right? So you got to really find that self-discipline, that self-motivation, inspiration to really buckle down and level up on your dream, right? Exactly. Your dream, not their dream, but the one that you have in your heart. And it can be done here, but you know, you have to do the job.
It also made me detach from the outcome too, right? When I knew that all I have to do is follow my plans here today, and it's a W day, right? Regardless of what the P&L says, if my habits were aligned with me following the plan, it was a W day. And that right there made me detach from the outcome, and it took pressure off of me, you know, to, you know, be having that desired outcome like immediately, you know what I'm saying? So it really does make you detached and puts less pressure on you, because it's not the end of the world if your P&L is in green today, or if you don't take a trade, or if you're red. Right? It's a W day if you just follow that plan, right? Because you're expecting the positive expectancy long-term, right? All winners are long-term thinkers, and traders need to be long-term thinkers because this is a probability game, right? When you're producing the edge, the probabilities don't play out until a little later in time, right? Towards the end of the month, right? And that's how you have to be focused and stuff like that and looking at it.
I don't know, man. My heart has just been on that individual who's just been going through it a little bit. You know, they've been in the game and they haven't been getting the results, or maybe they've seen some results at one point but just grew weary and doing well. I don't know. My heart is all over that individual this weekend, this week. I want you to find some encouragement, you know, to tap back into your highest potential. And that's my purpose for really showing up here this week, is we got to remind people what their dream is, because when you're tested in life and you're tested in the markets, and you know the trials and the adversities come, we tend to put our dream in the back seat, right, and say, "Oh, we'll get back to that." But man, the dream is what keeps you alive. The dream is what keeps you going. So you got to keep it in front of you. The scriptures say it, right? Don't grow weary in doing what is right, for in due season, right, that harvest is going to come to you. Man, I just think, what if I quit? What if I quit? I actually almost quit one time. Not that I wanted to, but I was about to put the trading on the back burner, man. I was going to go get my CDL license and drive a truck because I had a kid coming. I just couldn't get the money rolling with trading. And I went and took the test and failed the test and all that, right? But I was just I failed by one question. So I was one question away from potentially getting so distracted in learning how to drive a tractor trailer now and doing something completely out of my passion, right? Then one question away from this being possibly a different story here. So I want to encourage you, get back in. You know, just like I said yesterday on my story, your best chapters might be lying right ahead of you and you don't even realize it. The best part is you got the pen, right? You got the pen and you control what goes on the paper. So you get to write that story, and you write that by what you do here today and what you do tomorrow and the following days and all that good stuff.
Facts, bro. I want to encourage you guys too to think about the person you want to become, right? And act like this person, right? But mainly think about what are the habits of this person that makes this person him or her, and make those habits that individual has a non-negotiable in your life, and you'll become this person, right? You'll align with this person and the law of attraction will do its law. But yeah, make it a non-negotiable to do what it takes to win.
Yes, sir. And then just remove the BS. Just get it out of your life. If you can't handle it, it's got to go. It's got to go.
I really love, Nick, what you said before. Like, if you want to take care of your future, it starts with taking care of your present first. And I think that's so true. Like if we want to be the 8-figure traders one day, it starts with taking care of business today, right? So I love that gem here today. I think that was the gem of the day, bro.
Yes, sir. You got to. Every day. Every day is your opportunity to create the future.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we're staring down the barrel of a closure here, boys and girls. So let's see what would do. See what would do here. I was looking at some Tennessee homes. Might have to change up my accent. Do they talk like that in Tennessee? I don't know. I don't think they do. Sounds like South Carolina, Georgia. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it. Facts. All right, well, we got a 15 closure coming up. We have a 30 fake out potentially coming up here too for 9:30. So we'll have to pick and choose what we like better, just depending on the closures. But stops are also pretty steep too. So like, just using that previous candle, which I like to move up, which I like to use like more like 91, excuse me. Just that previous candle is like already 160 something pips, so I think it would probably be best for us to wait on the 30, so that way if we are going to use 150 something pip stops, it's at least off of a higher time frame confirmation and a higher time of volume here. So
yeah, that 30 is still above too.
Yeah. Let's see. Failing the test worked for me. Yo, you know what, once I failed, I knew it right there. I like, the lady was like, you failed. I was like, woohoo! Jumped out the room. I was jumping up and down. She was like, man, I never seen. She goes, you want to take it again? I said, hell nah, and I bounced, man. She was probably like so confused there. But that failure was just confirmation, especially when she was like, you failed by 1. I was like, bet. Like this is my sign. Like my breakthrough is on the horizon, you know, and I don't know if it was, but guess what? All I know is that your inner world has a very strong effect on your outer world. So I just assumed, and I said, you know what? This is it. This is the sign. This is the sign that my breakthrough is coming. Let me get back on those charts, back on the desk. I'll be ready for New York session tomorrow and borrow $500 from John. No, I'm just kidding. And then, you know, get back on track here. And man, I used it. I used it as that opportunity. I was jumping up and down. Past that CDL. Oh man. What up, Tamra? There she is. Got the Kentucky accent going, maybe. RIP headphone users. Yeehaw. Let's go. All right. Might not even get the closure below on the 15. So 30 it is. 30 it is. Sitting at my desk, stream notification popped up. Hey, when did that happen? Were we live on YouTube over the weekend? I don't know. I think something happened. How much size did I use on a $500 account? I used irresponsibly like one contract, one lot. So I probably should have been using like 0. Probably 3 lot, I'd say. Like now looking back, like so I was using this when I had no business of using that. You know, I should have been using probably this as my lot size. So basically that's 3 MGCs on a $500 account. But even that's even heavy. So yeah, if I only had 500, like I would try to build it up a little smaller, and then like let's say I had my job, which most of you guys should still have a job. You know, you shouldn't have like a no money and no job. You know what I mean? That's just not cool. Like not having money is like not cool. You know, like get yourself a bag. You know what I mean? So like whether it's coming from a job or whether it's coming from whatever. So have some sort of cash flow coming in, and like if you could only afford 500, which I don't even want to say it like that, only afford, because you can really get things started with that money, right? And let's just say you took 0.01, so basically 1 MGC trades. You can start building this up, and within a month or so, you can probably flip that account. If you got the right skill set, not one trade but 1 month. And then let's just say you have 1,000 in there, and maybe you can afford to throw another 1,000. So now all of a sudden you got a $1,500 account, right? Let's say it's May. Now in June you got a $1,500 account. Now you can probably make, again, if you can make 500 in a month, you can do that again. Now you're at 2,000, right? And you throw an extra 500 in again every month, right? And now you're at 2,500. And now you might not need to throw too much money in, right? Because I don't know, you might make $600 a week at your job. So if you have a $2,500 account, you can start to make $500, $600 a week. So that doesn't mean quit your job. That means add it on top, right? So now where you were making $600 a week, because you took 2 or 3 months, used that 500, made some money on it, added some money to it, instead of going to the bar or eating crappy food or just doing stupid stuff with your money, you invested into your own trading account, into your own skill. That put it at 15. You get it up to 2,500, and again, you could start making $500 a week, right, on that account, and withdrawing that. Maybe you could make more, right? But let's say you only withdraw like 500. Now you slowly build this account. You literally double your income. Go see what you got to do out there to get a second job to double your income. Go try and find that opportunity. It's going to be very difficult. How are you going to work 80 hours a week? And it's just crazy, right? So you work your 40 hours a week, you make your 600, right? Then you make $500 a week in your trading. Now all of a sudden you've doubled your income. Right now you've got more income coming in. You've got a decent sized trading account. There's no more rush. The stress and the pressure is starting to alleviate itself, and now you're starting to get on track. And this is how the professionals tend to move, right? But everyone else wants to move, and they all want to make the $100,000 right now and all this crazy stuff. So you got to really just give yourself a little bit of time, especially if you only have a $500 investment. Don't try and make money so much on that account in that first week, 2, 3. Like, focus on the process that I just told you about, so that way you can actually have a good standing account that can produce a profit within 2 or 3 or 4 months from now. So again, it's like, keep your job, right, and start to build this account on the side, and then start to milk it, and then eventually you could possibly get your account so big that you may never need a job again, right? Maybe you start trading and start some other businesses and whatnot, and all of a sudden you don't need the job anymore. What do I think about the 1 hour closing without the 4 hour closing above? I think the 1 hour closed like it's going to be a fake out. Yeah, possible fake outs here. 30 closure back below looks good to me. 15 didn't really close below, right? I don't think so. Yeah, we'll wait on the 30 here. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, baby. Let's see. I'm running a 30K personal account so far. I'm 4% down. I follow the plan. I never move my stop loss. For some reason, I don't collect profits until everything flips. You're probably one of those guys that just operates with your back against the wall really good. There's like guys like Tiger Woods in golf. They get themselves into sticky situations, and then boom, they pop themselves out of it. So I don't know, man. Just try not to, whatever it is that's you're not collecting profits for some reason on the front end. Like, start doing it. Maybe you're not. Maybe in the beginning you're not really taking partials, or you're not really paying attention to the structure, and you're just trying to get maybe a certain target or a certain number, but not listening to the condition. I don't know. I have to see your trades and talk to you a little bit more, but yeah, just keep going. As long as you got skill set, you're going to make money. You're definitely going to lose trades. You're definitely going to have red days. You're definitely going to have red weeks. You're even going to have red months, right? At times, we all have that. But, if you're trading a profitable system, then you should be profitable when it comes to the long game. Let's go, Sam, man. Let's get it. You know who I'm talking to? The old me. It's funny because you guys are the old me. You're all the old me, right? Like a lot of the things that I have done in the past, you're just It's not that I'm better than you. I just did them earlier than you. Right? I'm not better than you at all. The process where you're at on the process right now, I just happen to be there 4 or 5 years ago, and I just made those mistakes before you met me. You know, it's not that I never made them. It's not that I never went through that type of stuff. You know, this is just what you can expect on the back end. If you do the proper work to get the right results, you can, you know, I don't see why you can't get results like me or any of the guys that, you know, we bring up here. Let's go. It's not that I suggest no prop firm. No, I think, you know, you should, as an individual, right, and the creator and the owner of your own life and future, I think that you should weigh the pros and cons, you know, and see which one suits you best, which one fits you best. I just have a microphone to throw different ideas out and different thoughts out that you can kind of ponder upon, but it's going to ultimately be up to you to make that decision for yourself. So I don't think there's anything better or worse. I don't think a live account is better or prop is worse or vice versa. I just think what I think, and, you know, then it's kind of up to you to kind of put that in your mind and perceive it in a way that, you know, fits your life. So if you like prop firms, if you want to, so let's say you got $500, but you don't want to put it all on one account because you're afraid that you're going to blow it. Well, now you know, okay, well, I can, if I use like a top beep account, right, that's like $100 or $50, I know I got 10 accounts here, right, that I can kind of move through and stuff like that. Where on a live account, you know, you got that one account, and if you go belly up, so does the account, right? Where if you mess up here, you only lose $50 at a time. So again, there's no right or wrong. Now the cool part is if you make money here, right, and you make your 500 tomorrow, guess what? You can take that 500 tomorrow. Whereas if you do that here, it's like, oh, well, you know, that's just to kind of get me halfway through my eval, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, oh, yeah, I can get it, but I can only take half of it, and it has to be on 5 days. Once I get 5 days of 150, and then I get that, I'm going to be able to get paid. Right? So there's pros and cons, right? There's pros and cons to it all. So it's up to you, right, to measure those pros and cons and decide, hey, which one should I go with, right? And if you have a mentor, which I would recommend, you know, then you have the ability to ask that coach, right? But that coach can't, if the coach doesn't know you and know your situation and a little bit about you, it's going to be difficult for them to give you the most accurate information here, right? Like if Magnus or John would have asked me this question, boom, I know a lot about these guys. I know a lot about them, their mindsets, their trading. I can easily give them a quick answer on which one to go. But for, you know, new trader 123, you know, asking that question in the chat, who I don't know you yet, or, you know, don't have any information on you, it's tough for me to tell you specifically which one to do, if that makes sense. Got some different, okay, even the truck driver story. The truck driver story, baby. Man, oh man. To be honest, I probably would have quit that though and went back to trading. Like, I probably would have went to like the first or second day of like training and be like, nah, this just ain't it. It just ain't it. Spent my first entire payout on hookers. Oh man, that's crazy. You need to read The Richest Man in Babylon. Yeah, you're not good with handling money. You know, you got to realize every dollar you give away, you're giving it to someone or something or some cause or some purpose for what? You know what I mean? And you got to know, is that good for me? Is that bad for me? So, yeah, you got to control your money. Think I need to join the clubhouse to gain some confidence? Pull up, man. Pull up. Like, the clubhouse can only do you better, right? Like, you ain't going to get worse joining the clubhouse. I'll tell you that. And just like I told on my story, like, some of you guys are going week after week after week blowing accounts when you could have gotten, I mean, like, how much money are you spending on blown accounts, right? Instead of spending money on blown accounts, spend some money on education, right? Get yourself educated so you can level up and actually start winning and making money. Oh, when I start making money, I'll buy the education. Dude, it don't work like that. I'm sorry. It's just not how it is, right?
Math.
Hey, man, once I learn how to swim, then I'll jump in a swimming pool. Like, what? You know, it just doesn't go that way. So you gotta, you gotta use your brain, man. Gotta use your brain. Gotta make decisions, right? Good decisions for your future.
Because you guys could be thinking you're executing the system right, but really you're not, right? And the trades could explain that, and the data could explain that, right? So the first step of being a great trader is to find a mentor who's already a great trader and learn from them, right? If you don't have a mentor in trading, bro, trading is gonna be so much harder, and it's gonna take way more time for you to actually become like profitable and consistent and fluent with the way your system is. But if you can learn a system that's already fluent, right, and have a coach help you understand the system, dude, you're gonna save so much time, and trading's gonna be so much easier on that path, right? So if you don't have a mentor, you gotta find one right now.
Yes, sir, man.
Lock
Forex
in.
mindset, right there.
Clubhouse. Yeah. So that person who's thinking about getting the clubhouse, let's go, man. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Mentorship.
Yo, you gave hookers money when you could have joined. You got 6 months of Clubhouse. Instead, you gave the hookers the money. You know, so think about where that money could have went, and how beneficial it could have been to your future.
Nah, that's crazy, man. Come on.
You gotta love the honesty, though. You know, you gotta love the honesty.
Yeah, true.
What mentor? Yeah, of course. I have many mentors. One specific mentor, but many others who have helped me in all different areas. What do I usually put in my personal journal? Every morning I usually have a blank sheet of paper, and on that blank sheet of paper I put 5 things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 things that I'm grateful for. And then I write my burning desire. So I write it in a way that I already have it. So I'm so happy and grateful now that $5,000 a month flows effortlessly into my bank account. So that's how I put it. Just over the years, I've just changed one thing, and it was the dollar amount. That's it. Everything else always stayed the same. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have $10,000 a month flowing effortlessly into my bank account. And then that changed. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have $20,000, right, flowing effortlessly into my bank account. So I write that there, and then I write down here an entire day of what it's like making that amount of money, right? Having that amount of money, whatever it was, flowing effortlessly. How would my mornings look? How would my afternoons look? And I write the journal as if I'm already living it. Man, it was so awesome today to wake up and, look out the window and see the sun rising on top of the beach and on top of the water. And just, it's been so cool to, see my family enjoying this lake home and us kind of taking evening boat rides. And, you just kind of just get it all down. It's so cool to be able to give to people everywhere we go and, take my family on vacation, whatever it is, right? Like whatever it is that your precious heart so desires. And then that's it. Yeah, and then that's it. And then what I do after that is I have a 11-minute guided meditation. 11, 12, 13-minute guided meditation that now I take all this after I've written it down, I've said it, I've wrote it, I've read it, and now I go into the spiritual realm, right? And live it. And now I live it. And then once I live it, I come out here and I act as if it's already done. And that's how I create reality. Clip it. And that's how you glitch the game GTA. See, you got to realize, I was talking about this on the webinar, you got to realize that we're superhumans, right? We have superpowers. There's a lot of things that we can do to level up our avatar here, but the system that we're bred into is designed to dumb us down, to keep us dumb, unhealthy, and poor, right? Because when someone's unhealthy, they're going to be dumb, and when they're dumb, they're going to be poor, right? So bam, they got us right there. But you can easily go from peasant to king in a matter of a couple months, right? Where you start to just level up your avatar, level up your character, and start to do some of these personal growth and development things we talk about, and all that good stuff. So I'll save that for more of the clubhouse, but yeah, you guys gotta level it up, level up that character. All right, I guess we wait for a closure below now. We didn't get the closure on the fake out there, so that's gonna be tough. Gotta wait for a 15 closure, and even with that, it gets risky too, because you still got 30-minute candles closing bullish and above the range here. So yeah, 15 closure. I I don't really think I like these buys here. So I'm gonna lay off the buys and wait for a potential closure below. Whoever make some profits, but I seem very slow. Last week just took 3 trades. Yeah, it's fine. You know, some weeks my profit comes in slow. Some weeks my profit comes in fast, right? You know, I made some good money last night on that trade. You know, I made some good money. So, you know, like sometimes you're just gonna get a home run or grand slam, you know, and next thing you know, the next trade is gonna be a base hit. That's the problem, is sometimes like people will come in and they'll make, you know, $1,000 on one trade, and then the next trade that shows up, right, even though we should be taking partials right here at I don't know, $500, you're like, hell no, you know, last trade I got 1,000, right? So you got to know, like, yo, these home runs aren't every hit. It's like trying to step up. It's like hitting a home run in baseball and then just trying to step up and hit a home run again and again and again. It's like, it's not like that, you know. So sometimes the market's going to give you a lot, sometimes it's going to give you a little, but you just chip away on your trades day by day, and you know, one day you're going to make 1,000, one day you're going to make 500, one day you're going to make, you know, 300, one day you're going to lose 900, right? One day you're going to make 1,000. So you just got to take every day head on, right? You can't try and put this all together, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can't determine that stuff. So you just got to take the trades, size them up according to the market conditions, do the best you can, and then at the end of it all, you know, the P&L, right, should be where it needs to be if you're following the plan. All right, cool. Let's see if we can continue to reject that here. What I'm looking for at the moment is 15-minute closure below. So any sort of 15 closure, if we can break the lows first, that would be great. Yeah, and leave that wick like that. So we already pushed through those lows there, and then, you know, we take the sells. That right there. So you have 9:30, right? So remember we talked about last week about the 15-minute time frame during the high volume candles. So our first 15-minute candle was where? It was right here, right? This was our 9 a.m. candle. So we couldn't do anything with that candle. We had, right, we still had a bullish closure. We wanted to see a candle close below. We never closed a below, right? Next 15-minute candle closes bullish. We don't really want to take the buys. A lot of rejection here. There's clean traffic to the left, but at the same time, if we look at the higher time frames, they're a bit overextended at the moment, and the 1 hour is just, you know, it's going to push through chop. And as I mentioned earlier, I'd rather it push through chop without me, right? So nothing on that one. This one, the reason I'm not taking the buys I just explained. So this one, right, and then the next one could be a possible opportunity to take that candle to trade. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 potential 15-minute candles out of this 9 a.m. volatile, you know, 1 hour candle. So we'll see what happens here, but keep in mind your 1 hour closed below the range, right? It's been pushing up, but it's closed below, and you know, 30 also kind of running out of steam here. So maybe we can tap and then reject, and if we can close below, that'd be great. Big rejection here would be awesome.
Yes, sir. We're doing our job here today, following our rules. No pressure.
Yeah, if you like the buys and the break of the highs, take them. You know, don't let me keep you out of them. The 1 hour can certainly move up. It's just not my move to move, you know, not my move for the move up.
No, certainly not mine either.
Not that it's a bad move. Not that if you take that move, you're dumb or an idiot or less than me or none of that, right? It's just, I don't like it. You like it. You take it. I don't. Best of luck to everyone. Hopefully it can push up, hit your target, reject, close below for me. I get my trade, and we could all sing, you know, kumbaya and be happy-go-lucky by the end of the stream. Yo, we're going to... You got to rewire through them potatoes. What y'all know about that? They'll kick us all off the internet if I bring that up. Why not buy? As I just mentioned, you know, daily is, you know, technically bearish, right? The 4 hour is bullish, but I can see us kind of filling these wicks here, coming down. 1 hour got all this chop here, never closed above it. 30-minute kind of losing steam, right? You got this resistance over here. This candle's got no bottom wick. This one kind of running out of volume here, right? Kind of looking like it's dying out, right? Of course, you're likely to break the highs here. That's for liquidity, right? So now if we can close below, that would be awesome. And then the 15 is just kind of ranging here. So you got a decent range on the 15, but again, for all those reasons, I'd rather lay off the buy here, let that be the potential liquidity, right, on the break of the highs, and then have this candle close below. That way I can anticipate that rejection, right, all out of that 4-hour resistance, and you know, have something like this coming down with that 1 hour slowing down, 30 minutes slowing down. Does that make sense? It might not. I mean, it might not. You know, you got to see the markets often. You got to see them often enough to understand this stuff. Some people. Let's see. Tony Montana. That's true. My first payout I spent on IKEA. Let's go. I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4 strategy loading. Yes, sir. If you know, you know. We'll all sing Kumbaya. Exactly.
My first payout, I bought a new laptop.
Hey.
Because I was trading off a Chromebook.
All right, man.
That thing was trash, bro.
He came up off the Chromebook, you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir.
Chromebook, man.
Opened that Chromebook up, looked up Trading View. I was like, let's do it.
Came off that Chromebook.
Chat, what y'all know about the Chromebook?
You guys got mansions. You got beautiful desktops. You make $130,000 a year at your job, and you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just my computer's not working. What? Reboot that thing, dude.
Nah, bro, that's hilarious. It's like time for a new computer.
Who's the best on the internet to
Have a
help
job.
with self-development? I mean, there's a lot of people. A lot of people.
Anyone who's self-developed.
Yeah. Anyone who has developed self. I mean, you know, I like the OGs. I like the older guys. They got all the good war stories, and you know, but then again, I love being mentored by some of these young cats too, because you know, you gotta also stay up to date with modern technology and you know, the modern market and whatnot. So yeah.
Yo, chat, what'd y'all spend on what'd y'all buy with your first payout from trading? Let me know.
Yeah, curious.
I think I just basically stuffed mine in the bank. I needed the
Bro,
bread,
I think
bro.
so too, honestly.
I needed a
Yeah.
little cushion.
I put some in the bank savings and then bought that computer, that laptop. Yeah, it could be any payout. Profit and payout or a withdrawal from a live account. Let me know. Paid your car off there. Let's get it. Nice, bro.
Oh man, nice.
Not there yet? Well, you're on the way. Just gotta keep walking. Let's go. Got this. Paid your father's debt. Wow, man, you're a real one. Sheesh. You're a real one. Luis, I love that. I love that too.
Yeah, W.
Towards mom's treatment. Awesome.
Lunch. It counts to keep growing. Let's get it.
Some people are like, bro, I just bought a massive burger. And I feel you, man. Honestly, like, I feel that. I got
Literally.
a steak. Like, that's great, honestly.
Yeah, like one tip would actually be to spend it on something so you can actually see there's some value in it, you know?
Facts, bro.
You can actually hold it physically in your hand, or like go out to dinner and say like, this is actually trading, you know?
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy,
Like,
bro.
wow, trading really just the trading funds really just got me this life experience. Holy smokes, I really got to keep doing this. Like, facts, bro. It really pushes you to keep doing the right things in your trading.
100%, man.
Want to continue to live nice experiences like the one you got currently from the
Exactly.
Yeah.
So see that money and see, okay, cool. So this is what happens if I stay patient and disciplined day in, day out here. If not, I will not see more of this money. You can use it as like motivation like that.
Yes, sir. Facts.
It's crazy. I was so used to not spending money in delayed gratifying that I didn't spend any. I didn't spend any like all of my probably first 5-10 payouts. I was just so used to not buying anything ever.
Yeah, man. I feel that staying down till you come up, living below your means, avoiding lifestyle inflation. I love it. Those are the right things that build wealth right there.
I remember Anna's car was like $500-600 a month. We say, yo, let's sell that joint. Let's get rid of it. Let's bring it back. Like we started making money and then we started cutting expenses. Like I knew, I was like, all right, we're gonna build some serious foundation here. But yeah, it is good to spend some money. I was just being, I don't know, just locked in.
Yeah, man. That's important stuff, though.
Yeah, it is important to spend a little bit.
What I learned from wealthy people, though, is that they got wealthy not as much as from how much they made, but how well they managed what they made. You know, how well they managed their money is basically why they were wealthy. A lot of these wealthy individuals.
Yeah. Let's go. Nice. A lot of you guys got some nice things with your payouts. All right, baby. Do we get a big rejection here? Let's see. We need that big reject. We need these highs broken up here. So that was good that we broke those highs. So we got to break this low now, close below the range, and our time has arrived. Ideally, gang, if we can push down and break the lows. I don't really want to enter on the break of the lows. I want this thing to push through them, close with the wick fill. So we had already pushed through the lows, and then we get in. Dun, dun. The VW in my that's my wife's car. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I got Anna. That one fits our family perfectly. As you know, we have a lot of car seats. Well, actually, we got rid of 2 now. But we got 4 kids in the car, so we needed something pretty like big and roomy inside. So that one does the trick.
All right, man. This looks good here.
Looks great.
See what happens.
What is that?
New resistance too.
I forgot what the car is actually. V-dub something. You remember what I forgot. I forgot what the actual model is.
It's like, oh no, it's there's something called like T-Rock or something too.
Oh yeah, Atlas. Yeah, Atlas.
Oh, okay, completely wrong.
Yeah, I like that. That car is lit. I like that car. You bring the whole gang out in that thing.
Yeah. It's huge, man.
Huge. Look at this. Gotta wait for this candle to close here, man.
Oh yeah. Candidates are there prematurely. Trying to get in discount.
It's like, yo, Nick said it gotta break those lows first. Let me just get in before those lows break real quick. So that way, just in case it does break.
Before them, you know?
Do it.
Just in case it does break the low, you know, I'll be in. Stop losses would have to go above the highs here. Yeah. Yep. They'd have to go above. It's going to be like 180. Partials, I probably only close half here at like a buck 10. And then, yeah, like probably shoot for like 180, 1R. Somewhere down here. Close half around these supports. Somewhere between support and this wick. And then probably close full somewhere down here. Let's see. Can we get 230 pip moves back to back? Let's see. All right, let's get this puppy ready here. And all right, cool. We got a closure below. Let's see if we can get a decent top wick here, and then off to the races we go. Let me just set this up.
10, 20.
Boom, boom. All right, we need a top wick. Unfortunately, we need a top wick here.
We're going to keep the stops previous?
Yeah, somewhere probably back above the range here, 83.
Yeah, previous, good.
All right, let's see if we can get this top wick, and then yeah, there we go. So that should be good right there. I'm gonna have a sell stop on the break of the lows. My stops are gonna be kept back above the highs here. Hold on, let me just do this. Okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, so sell stops. Stops are gonna be back above the highs. Partials for me will be down here, somewhere around this wick fill. You know, somewhere around like this area here, maybe a little bit below the candle, as we will probably wick down in there, right? So maybe tap some partials there. And then full TP for me probably sit right around 45, 42. Yeah, right around these lows here. 45, 42. Yeah, 45, 42-ish. Full TP. All right, let's see if we can get activated. We got a last 15-minute candle of this high volume 1 hour candle. Yellow bus. Yeah, let's do this. We should get a yellow bus actually and paint it white. Paint that joint white. B risk, yeah. 9:45. We got volume. We got our closure. We got our break of the highs. All the buyers that got in earlier. This move should start stopping them out. So, seller, look, I want you to show you Clubhouse. Pay attention to this real quick. So you have, or everyone for that matter, should probably pay attention to this. But you have liquidity here. Right? Let me make it white. Right here. Break of those lows. Right? And then you got liquidity here now. Break of those highs. So now, and then if this never breaks the low, then this too will act as liquidity, right? And if we just kind of range in here now, that'll be also orders grabbed up. So that's why we have our entry down here on the break of that previous low. So that way, if we do break that low now, that should equal like volatility to come down in, breaking through the lows. 17 pips on what? What was it?
They like I like the 45, 65 entry rather than a little bit above it too, just because you got that wick there, and also because it's the 30-minute previous 30-minute low too. So I like it.
Yeah, this low has way more confluence than that low, right?
Yeah,
that low right here. I would yeah, this is way too risky. So it's got to be this low.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Last 15 of the 4 hour. Yep, I don't mind that, especially when it's the 9 a.m. candle. And yeah, if the entry's at the proper place and we had the proper patience, which we did all that in this case, so we're not activated or anything yet. But if we break those lows, we should see a pretty quick push down. There's still over 10 minutes left on the candle. If we start breaking those lows in that last 10 minutes, it should drive. And if not, then then we just wait on the 4 hour.
Remember, all that matters today is that we follow our rules. That's all that matters today, all right? Not the P&L.
Exactly.
The P&L doesn't matter today. Our discipline is what matters today.
That's mad funny,
What?
bro. Confluence. I guess one day I was drawing it up like that. I just abbreviate, Kind of looks like crumble cookie or something, like crunch.
Oh, yeah, they showed me that in London too.
Crunch, crumble. Confluence. You guys can read that. Crunchy.
Something.
So if you could take the break of each time frame, is it better than taking the, let's say, the 15 low? Yes, correct. So if you have a low that's right here, and that low is a 4 hour. Oh my God, that looks like a Y. A 4 hour. Big M, you messing me up now. 4 hour, 1 hour, 30, right? And 15 low. Or let's say in this case it would be the previous 15 low. And it's right here. And then you have the current 15 low right here. Yes, you would much rather enter on this low, being that that's the 4 hour low, 1 hour low, 30, and previous 15. Yep, correct. That'll be the much more confirmed entry at that point. Uh-oh, the kids, I hear them. They're plotting. What kind of entry is this? This is a 15-minute onion play. Yeah, let me just show you. So let me just remove everything. That's it. 15 onion. That's the setup, right? Now the entry is going to be break of the previous lows, which will also be the break of the 1 hour 30-minute previous 15-minute low, right there. That'll be our best entry, and then that's pretty much the setup right there. So we got a rejection to the top side. We have a candle that closed below. Next candle broke the lows, coming up to make a top wick. If it re-breaks lows, it should be good to go. So sometimes like newer traders are confused because of what's going on here, right? It's like, wait, how's that an onion, right? But if you just simplify it again, that's how it's an onion right there. Boom.
And I want to say too, like, some of you guys are probably thinking like, well, why are we using 4571 now and not 4563 like we were using before? Well, it's because we have new ranges now, right? These ranges that are currently in front of us weren't here when we started the session, so we had no other choice than to use the information to the left-hand side to have the best understanding of probabilities here, right? But once time goes on during our session and price actually creates new information, right? What do we know about price action is it's speaking to us. Candlesticks speak to us, right? So that information is speaking to us to understand probabilities better. So once we got that new information, now we have to use that new information, not as much as that old information, right? So hopefully you guys caught on to that and how Nick, you know, did that, how he just pivoted and adjusted his zones there based on the information in front of us and the ranges. That's a major key.
Yep. Is there a bullish move here? Yeah, there very well could be this could also be a bullish move. It's just not my bullish move. Yeah, so there could definitely be a bullish move here, no doubt.
If let's say the fall closes above here, you would switch to buys here, right?
4 hour.
Like more so like a new support or something.
Yeah, but let's say we close above a no top wick, right? Then we keep the bias, maybe look for sells even higher. Now we got all this. Plus, like, my thing too is I can see that 4 hour wick getting filled. So that's why we really wanted to wait for the closures below. But the buys in here, I don't really like too much. Not the best. Not the best.
Let's see if we close to the top wick or something. That'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah, might have to delete this. I think I'm going to delete for now. We'll see if we get one more rejection out of the 30 highs and might be able to actually get an even better entry here. So I'm going to delete for now. We'll wait for that candle to close and yeah, just hang tight.
We can potentially get a better entry, better stop loss, better TP, all that stuff.
Yep. Yeah, the long position, I'd say probably the break of the highs here is probably your best long position. So then you got resistance there. So just keep that in mind, right? Like that, you can tap that area and then start rejecting. So maybe look for some partials. That move just isn't worth it for me. Like 180 for 40. So yeah, but yeah, the buys could definitely keep playing out.
Sure, for sure, yeah, Toro. It's just we talked about the sells in general, so it would be great with no top wick on the 4 hour closure if we were still looking for sells. Otherwise, buys might be coming up too. Like, we have to see this fall closure here.
Yep.
More information here.
Like earlier when I mentioned about buys, right? That was if we get a support, right? Support form, closure above 87, then we take buys. So that never happened. Yep. So you can't just say, oh, well, you know what? Even if that didn't happen, I'll still do it. So yeah. So the only buys I was looking for today, if you go back and look at the breakdown, was a break retest and then a closure above that clean range, especially that clean range on the 1 hour. So we still have not got that yet.
And remember, and if you're someone right now who's thinking like, and I know this is like a rare amount of people in the chat, but if you're someone in the chat who's like, damn it, we're deleting, like, damn it, like trying to take a trade here. It's like, that's the wrong thing to think about, right? You need to be thinking about, okay, bet I'm following my rules here. I'm doing my job. Who cares?
Yep. Do you like the possible buy on NQ? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at NQ. NQ, let's see here. So, whoa, okay, daily closed bearish, but at support. Okay, we got support here. We got resistance on NQ. Let's move down to the, similar to gold, right? Your daily close at support, so you can move up, you can move down, you know, we'll see. 4-hour candle is moving up. We could adjust our resistance here. I think we kind of tapped into that level now. Our support is down here, so pretty bullish, just like gold, but 4-hour coming into target now, right? So 1 hour also closed with no top wick there. 30-minute move down without a bottom wick, so that's a bummer. 15-minute coming back up now. So I would wait for the 4-hour closure, because even if you are going to get a 15-minute, you're going to try and take a buy here when the new 4-hour candle is opening up. So what's that 4-hour candle likely to do as it opens up? Make a bottom wick, right? So maybe wait on the new 4-hour, and then if the longs still look good at that point, that's a good opportunity to take the buy. Yeah, but off the open of the new 4-hour candle is going to be tough, because, you know, likely this candle is going to want to come down, make a low, you know, and you don't want that to stop your buying position out. So try and wait for that first. You might get another little push down on NQ and then the move. Gold, we'll see about gold. Maybe gold closes with no top wick or something. No top wick. All right, give me a sec. I'll be right back, right, John?
All right.
1 minute.
Alrighty. Time to wait. ETW. What's up, Green? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. Beautiful weather we have here today. Can I buy now? No. Actually, you could do whatever you want. Actually. But if you're asking, do I recommend a buy? Definitely not, right? Because why? Because we don't have a playbook setup, right? And that's the first thing first is we need that playbook setup, right, in order to take a trade. So shout out to our playbook setups, making us very selective, very patient and disciplined. Our playbook setups give us a purpose to be patient and disciplined to something, right? Some people don't even know what they need to be patient for, disciplined too, right? That playbook setup makes it straight for us, makes it clear that that's exactly what we need to wait for and only take, right? And that's it. By default, we're naturally producing patience and discipline and being selective, which are all characteristic traits of a pro trader. And like I said in the beginning of the session, like, who do you want to become, right? I know all of us here want to be pro traders. Okay, well, how do these pro traders act? What are their habits? What are their mindsets? All right, that's what we need to align ourselves with, right? Our habits, our mindsets need to be aligned with the pro traders' habits and mindsets, because that's the person we want to become, because we want that life that they're living and we want the results that they get. So it's all about alignment with your goal. And that's why I said, make it a non-negotiable to have your habits align with this person, because you're gonna align yourself with them, and the universe will do its part in creating the result. But hell yeah, man. Patience and discipline, we take it serious here, because that's what the pros do. Isn't it an onion setup long on the 30-minute? No, sir. No, sir. It's not, because one, we're overextended, right? Two, the 30-minute candle is doji, right? Now, from what you know about the onion setup, does the onion setup look like what it looks like on the 30-minute right now? Right? Does that pattern align with the pattern on the 30-minute? No, not at all, right? We know the onion structure is it's very certain that it's a clean bullish setup with clean range to the left, trending up, right? This is a overextended bullish candle plus doji right at resistance, right? So I would say no, it's not, man. You know what I recommend too is take a look at the playbook videos on this channel here and really study it, right? Because that pattern recognition is what's gonna change the game for you in trading, right? It's all about, do you understand the pattern, right? Can you recognize this pattern? Because if you can recognize this pattern on the chart, you'll be able to execute it when it shows up. So focus on that pattern recognition, and I say study the playbook setups, right? I literally, when I was bored and did nothing, I literally just drew up these setups and I just watched the playbook setup video, and I would just literally look at the setups, just looking at them, you know? I just wanted to recognize that pattern. I wanted to get that pattern ingrained in my head. So when I showed up to the desk here today in the live markets, I was familiar with it when it showed up. Hey, yes, sir, Green. Appreciate it, man. Playbooks. There's two playbook videos here in this chat, so take a look at them. And better than not, come into the clubhouse because we have a full trading course on how we trade here, right? And again, you can have an edge, right? You can think you have an edge in the market, but do you even understand it? Because if you don't understand it, you're not gonna be able to execute it, right? And we know that this edge has everything to do with candlesticks. And we know that candlesticks speak a language, right? Reading candlesticks is like speaking a language. I said that earlier, right? We're like having a conversation with the market. So if you don't understand this, you're not gonna be able to be fluent with speaking this language and producing edge and great setups. So gotta understand it, man. And we have great resources here in this with TT that will help you understand it. Yeah, so we just got a 15 closure here as well, but no good, right? Because one, we have a rejection wick on the candle, right? And two, the body is small and the range from where you could look to enter to the resistance is small. So yeah, no trade here, right? Still no trade. And if there's no trade, what do? We just continue to remain patient and disciplined, right? That's how easy this job can be, right? Once you learn an edge and understand it, now it's all about letting the candles speak to you and waiting for your setup, right? And if there's no setup, then you just wait some more. If there's no setup, then you just wait some more. And when there is a setup, then you execute, right? But until then, that whole process is all waiting, right? So get used to it, man. Exactly, discipline key, and that's great, man. The price action is crap, then no trades for you, right? You're preserving capital. Right? I feel like so many people just focus on making money. No one's focused on keeping it, right? And that's why 90% plus of traders fail, because everyone's just trying to make money. No one's focused on keeping it. And us not trading here is us keeping our money, right? And really doing what the pros do rather than doing what the amateur traders do. Because again, anyone can make money, right? With a click of a button. It's actually easy to secure yourself a winning trade here, but can you consistently win, right? And that's why defense matters more than offense, in my opinion, because the money you make in trading, if you don't know how to keep it, then that money that you make doesn't mean anything because you're going to lose it eventually again, right? So I really do take preserving capital as serious as multiplying capital, because I can't have one without the other, you know?
True. So true.
True, man.
It's the business of the game. The nature of the business.
It's just gems now.
All right, we'll see. So things switch up a little bit here on us now that we have a 4-hour closure, right? So we got a 4-hour candle that has basically closed above the range here. So if we're looking at a 4-hour range, we have support here, right? We have resistance here, and it looks like we have closed above, right? So there is clean traffic now moving up to the left. You also have the daily potentially rejecting out of that zone there. So we'll see, right? We'll see what we can do here. You're making a lower wick at the moment. 1 hour also starting to come back down here. You finally closed above the 1 hour range here, right? So really same deal as earlier today, right? 30 minute, you're going to need some sort of break and retest, right? Maybe a closure above 86 there for the buys. That would look pretty good on the 15 as well. Maybe a closure above. The sells though, So do we switch up our opportunity here, right? Because now this 4-hour could be making a low and then kind of come back up here. So we really have to wait now for probably more confirmed selling opportunities. So not just this clean like breakout anymore. Before we were looking for that 4-hour candle to reject, right? So we were kind of looking at the 4-hour candle from here, anticipating a rejection out of it. But now what's happened is the 4-hour candle closed, right? And it closed pretty strong bullish. So now this move down here is no longer the same move, right? Because that move can just be creating this lower wick for price to turn around and move bullish here, right? So now we have to be a little bit more careful on these selling opportunities here, because you're going against the trend now in a different, or against the 4-hour in a different way. So yeah, possible range 2 sells below here. Yeah, and then probably buys back above now. Buys back above. Yeah, switched up on us real quick. So we got to switch our buys up a little bit. We don't want to get faked out down here with that 4-hour candle creating a lower wick. So yeah, we'll see what happens as we approach support. I think let's say we do something like this though. We break the lows, we come back, we break the lows here, maybe close without a top wick or something, and then close back below. I think that'll be good, right? Because now we've officially broken the 4-hour low once. Our sells will be kind of breaking that 4-hour low again, right? So something like that works. But to just kind of take the breakout here now, this could lead to a fake out, right? As that 4-hour candle was, you know, wanting to come back up there. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Bump, 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 bump. Johnny on fire. That boy's on in his New York bag. How you doing?
Let's get it.
How you doing?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Chat. Happy to help
What's
you
on
any
the
way
menu, bro?
possible.
Any food yet?
Not yet. Ground beef tonight. So I'll wait for you for the good food spots. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, actually, I had some good food yesterday. I had a wrap with chicken cutlet, penny vodka, and fresh mozzarella cheese on it. And that was
Damn. That sounds good.
fire food.
Sheesh, bro.
Yeah, today's gonna be ground beef.
Nice, man. Yeah, me too.
Let's get it, brother.
Oh yeah, simple.
Yeah,
Too
facts,
easy.
man. Simple and effective.
It is really too easy, bro.
What are you eating for dinner today, Nick? Steak. What about tomorrow?
Steak.
Steak. And the next day, ground beef.
Wow, Nick, can it really be that simple?
No carbs. No carbs. Imagine eating no carbs for the next 30 days, yeah?
Damn.
You want to drop like 40 pounds? Just have no carbs or no sugar for the next, I don't know, 30 to 45 days.
Bro, facts.
Ripped, man.
Shredded Q. Did I hear Burger Loft? Hey, yo.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna wait for you for that one, bro.
Hey, yo.
3 restaurants I'm waiting for you for. I know I could get it without you, but
What you guys think of my new headshot? Should we run it without a stream moving forward? Just me? For FOMO. I'm gonna have to put this one up for FOMO. Hey. No need to look. No need to look. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Don't look at the charts. Lost 60 pounds with no carbs, no sugar in less than 30 days. There you go. Was I lying or was I not lying? Gold wildin' today. Yo, Alpha Seti in the building. Let's go, Chi.
Alpha City, man. Let's get it.
Any trades in Asian? One trade in Asian. The melter. The melter. Yeah, wild trade. This one right here. Yeah, go back to the beginning of the stream. We talked about it. It was aiming for the wick fill and then some targets down here. A little bit more of like a experienced trader type of trade, I guess. But all in all, good move. We're quaking. I was 307 in April last year. Now 216. Holy!
get it, brother.
Nice job.
Holy smokes, man.
You
Nice.
know, 1 meal a
Good
day.
work.
Sheesh.
Incredible. Gatorade.
Nice. Like
Dude,
that.
I might hit up some golf today, bro.
Hey, yeah.
Honestly. You just got. You
Hey,
just
we
reminded
played
me.
on Friday. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was our first time playing on Friday. I was so upset. I'm like, oh my God, there's people in front of us. Everyone was looking at me like, what? I was like, oh, no, never mind. I'm getting too spoiled out here, gang. I'm over here like throwing a little, we gotta wait for these guys to tee off type of thing. Like, you know, you just, I'm getting too spoiled on these golf courses, man, on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. There's someone behind us too. My God, it's gonna be the worst golf round ever. Now we played well though. We all played really well.
Yes, we did, bro.
I just played better, so it was a good. It was a good round though.
Good stuff, bro.
Gatorade. Uh-oh, Bill Gates, he's throwing around those ticks. You better watch out. You know what happens when that guy starts messing around with bugs. Allegedly.
That's insane.
Dun dun. Yo, J Coop, don't even. We'll talk about that.
Don't even get no.
We'll talk about
no.
that later.
Oh, don't even start. So insane.
All right, Goldie. Let's see what's going. What time we got? 10:11. 10:11. All right. What's up? What are you guys dealing? What are you struggling with the most right now in your trading? What can I help you with? Is there one, maybe two things, two concepts, two ideas? Maybe it's a mindset. Maybe it's some sort of philosophy. Maybe it's like an actual playbook pattern or something. Like, what's one thing that you're struggling with, and what's one thing that you guys are starting to do a lot better with as you move through this lovely year of 2026? One improvement and one thing you're still working on. I want to know so that way I can gear my yapping around it and make sure that we're serving people here. Making correct ranges, some choppy markets. Oh, my bad, John. What?
It's okay. You can
go. Yeah, we talked about that on the webinar this past weekend. We're also going to clip that up real quick too, so that way you guys can watch it in like 3 minutes. But we talked a little bit about ranges. Keeping profit after I win. So that's where one trade a day really helped me out. You know, like basically I took one trade a day for many years, and usually it was green. Right? Just because the way I'm picky now and the way I'm selective now, I've always been like that. That's actually what made me a profitable trader. So that's why I never budge on it, never deviate from it. It's just a part of me as a trader now. So I'm so used to sticking to 1 to maybe 2 trades a day that you don't really need more than 1. And once you start like doing this, right, over and over and over again, you'll realize, my goodness, I'm making more money now taking 1 or 2 trades a day than I was when I was taking 5 or 6 trades a day. So you got to keep in mind, more trades does not equal more money. More trades equals more opportunities to take your money. Okay? Flip the switch a little bit, right?
Well said.
This is what the internet gurus don't tell you, okay? More trades is not more opportunity to make money, it's more opportunity to lose money, right? So you got to understand, every time you jump in the water with the shark, right, probabilities tend to go against you a little bit. So make sure you understand that less can be more here, right? And you'll notice that 1 to 2 trades a day will keep you in a very, very well-standing business, trading business. So yeah, try and do that. Try and stick to 1, maybe 2 trades a day max. When you lose, you won't lose too much because it's only 1 trade. And when you win, you know you're going to walk away green and not give that back because you're not taking another trade. So helps out a lot. Helps build a lot of confidence as well in you and your trading.
I heard what he said too, right? Stick to 1 to 2 trades a day, right? Make it a rule for yourself. And that's the thing I want you to understand, rules, right? Because traders, pro traders and amateur traders, they all go through the same problems. It's just the pro traders develop solutions and rules to protect them from those problems. That's all you got to do. Just establish a set of rules for yourself that will solve your trading problems and that will protect you from those. And then your job every day is to follow those rules. And then if you follow those rules, you'll always be protected from those problems. You got to really understand that.
Yep. Trading rules, solve trading problems. All right, so we have this breakout now, but I think we've all agreed that this could be the 4-hour lower wick, right, getting put in play here. So I think what we need to do is, if we want to take this closure, you see this up here? We need a top wick, right? So if the next candle can wick up, maybe start coming down like that, that would be an option for us. If not, we probably just want to sit tight and let the next candle go and see if it closes back above, right? Because if it closes back above here, right, something like this, then we know, okay, the buys are probably back in play, and we can start to see maybe a new 4-hour move here. So that's pretty much what we're looking for, as we recently just switched our bias from bearish over to bullish. If these two candles can do us a favor and give us that 4-hour lower wick, then what we can do is anticipate. Why is that so? There we go. If these two candles can give us that 4-hour bottom wick, right? Well, now the 4-hour is bullish. It has a low. The previous 4-hour candle looks like this. Current 4-hour candle looks like this, right? And maybe we can look to anticipate the buys now from down here, as we anticipate that 4-hour candle starting to push back up there. So that's what we're going to do, or that's what I'm going to do here. If not, if I do take the sells, again, it would have to be a big pack runner. So what that would look like is something like this, where price comes up, makes a top wick, breaks the high, comes back down now and breaks the low. Something like that works. Or if you get you know, some sort of a closure back below, right, after breaking the high, that also works as well, where we can look for that opportunity there. Whoops. There
You need help with risk management? I recommend that you figure out a size, right, to risk per trade that makes you completely detached from the outcome.
Talk to him.
That is up to you.
The detached
right?
size.
I need you to find your detached size.
We need you to find it.
I need you to, bro.
I need you to find it. Yeah, me. I'm looking at you.
Yep. So find it. And again, that size will make you completely detached from the outcome, right? Now stick to that size until you, and then from that point on, earn your size, all right? So stick with your detached size. From that point on, you got to earn your size. All right. So that's a rule for you for risk management. One other rule for you is 1 to 2 trades a day. All right. Now, if you risk your detached size on every trade, and if you stick to 1 to 2 trades a day, following an edge that will give you positive expectancy, how the hell are you gonna lose, bro?
Sheesh. All right, John, you're giving them a lot here. This is gonna make them
right,
really
what's sauce,
profitable
bro?
if they hear that.
All right, I gotta stop, bro. You guys gotta
Holy
pay me
smoke.
for this stuff, honestly, bro.
Yo, do the fat joke. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Honestly, bro, that's the last thing I'm saying on this stream. For real.
Damn, son. Wow. Detached size, and what was the other one? 1 to 2 trades per day.
That's it, bro.
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna say, chat. If you need some help, DM me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Only if you knew how easy it could be, right? Once you control thyself.
Yeah, man.
All right. Be willing to say bye-bye on this 4-hour low. I can see price moving down, but I will follow my rule here. Yeah, the only way we could do this is a celery play or a pack runner or a closure below. Yep. Nice little celery wouldn't be bad here either, though. Something like this.
Who's really gonna follow those rules, right? Who's really gonna be disciplined to those rules is the question.
Bro, you know what? I remember when I officially became disciplined to those rules. That is actually, I'm not even just saying this to say it. That is literally when my trading changed for the better. When I heard Raja say, "Yo, you dumb idiot, you can't stick to 1, 2 trades a day. What are you, retarded? Well, you can't handle yourself? What, are you not a man? You're not man enough," he said, "to stick to 1 to 2 trades a day. You can't control yourself. You keep taking trades, right? You got no self-control." I'm like, my, boom, boom, boom. You're just shooting me, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, you know what? This guy's right, man. This guy's right. I'm blowing it right now, and you know, I need to get my act together. So, yeah, I'll be honest. That's really when my trading took off. When I started limiting my trades and limiting my like sessions and sticking to, you know, those playbook setups only. That's when everything changed for me.
Yep.
And the whole risk size was major. It was major because when I was blowing all my accounts, do you think I was on a higher risk or a lower? Right? I was on a lower risk, right? And it was, I mean, on a higher risk, right? So I was almost risking accounts on almost every trade I took. So, and these accounts were forex accounts. They were $500 each, and you know, I was like being extremely irresponsible, just trying to hit a big grand slam on every trade. And then I finally heard Raja saying it, and it's not like he hadn't said that before, right? He probably said that 100 times before, but for some reason in that moment, it it just clicked for me. All right, and you'll have your moment too. And I like to call it a little bit of a aha moment or an enlightened moment, right? Where it's like, you know what? I finally hear you now. So. Dun, 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 dun. All right, what's Goldie gonna do? What is Goldie gonna do? Just lost $100 on Goldie. That's all right. Journal up the trade. As long as it was a good setup, you're good to go. Trying to push. It's trying to push. But pre-candle doesn't have a top wick, so sells safe. Not yet. No, not yet. They're not safe yet. Not yet. Everything looks good outside of the fact that we're going against the 4 hour now, right? With that 4 hour candle being bullish. So we were trying to do this before, but that was with this 4 hour candle, right? Potentially rejecting. So now we're looking at a new 4 hour candle. So if we're going to make a lower wick, right, it will likely be sitting here. Now I think we could still go down, but I need some extra confirmation, right? Because I don't want to get, knowing what I know, right, to get faked out here would be an embarrassment, right? And it would be a break of my plan. So last thing I want to do is get involved in this fake out here when I know that, hey, this could be the 4 hour bottom wick. This is where the fake out can hang out, and I don't want to get caught on that, right? I'd rather maybe take the buys to go with the direction. So I'm going to need a little bit of extra confirmation in order to get into these sells. But again, that doesn't mean that those sells aren't going to play out here. Did I focus on gold from the start? Yes, pretty much. Yeah, I traded a lot of forex pairs in the beginning, like GBP, JPY, not Euro USD, GBP AUD, GBP USD, and then gold. Yeah, little AUD USD, like long before that though. So yeah, I've been trading gold from like 2019 on. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this would have been nice. This would have been good, but you know, we switched directions here.
Yeah, it doesn't really make that much sense now with that new 4 hour.
No. If anything, we might be able to catch the longs here, right? Like come down, that'll be our 4 hour bottom.
I like that.
And now we got a lot more clean range to move back up. There's no 4 hour top wick too. So maybe if that candle closes down here with no bottom wick or something, that's where we have an opportunity now to go back up. Something like this.
Like that plan.
That's beauty.
But, you know, the 4 hours running from us right now, right? Candles are running from us. We're looking for sells and prices moving up. Now we're looking for buys, price moving down. It just requires more patience. More patience, right? We're still following suit with the 4 hour candle and making sure that we're staying locked in on price action here. So this would probably be the best buy now, would be to kind of move up, take profits there, and then see if we can come up and flip on that 4 hour candle. The cat and mouse game. The cat and mouse game. Gotta love playing it. Today, gold's dodging us. I always like to think about the green, you know, when you have the hole on the green and you hit it from over here and it's like, and you're like, all right, let me chip this in from here. It's like, and you're like, and you find yourself walking like this way on the green, that way on the green. You're like, all right, I've got to put this in. Rolls a little bit further, and you know, you're just kind of walking back and forth. That's what gold's doing to us right now. Just walking us back and forth.
John, what'd you get? 9.
You sure that was a 9, John? I think that it might have been a 10. Shut up.
That's
Imagine
funny.
getting a 9 and you're all pissed off, and then someone goes, "Nah, dude, I think that was a 10." Yo.
Sure.
One thing I don't like that Joe does, he tries to like ask you like what number you're on, like when you're not, like you're like trying to focus on your shot.
Dude, I know.
It's like, yo, give me a second, dude. Give me a second. Let me hit this putt. Let me hit this 25 put putt. shut you up and then I'll give you the number.
I gotta count, bro.
I gotta count. You seen that one meme? He's like, yo, if I ask you what your score is, I already know what your score is. I counted every shot.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just looking to
always
see if
know.
you know what your
Facts.
score is.
Always, man.
Yeah. I do try to count, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You.
It's tough to try and keep up with everyone's score, though, you know, like, and trying to keep your own.
You're like, you count their score, it's like you forgot yours.
But it's all good because they know yours. They just don't know theirs. It's like,
We
don't
only
worry,
know-
I got you covered because I've been watching yours. Hey, yo, what's this? This guy's hanging out with us. Let's get.
Yeah,
oh, he's
bro.
stuck.
It's our angel, bro.
He's stuck. All right, I guess he's gonna be with us here.
There's no coincidence. This always happens. Like, we got guardian angels watching us right now.
He's gonna be hanging. Crazy how I don't have any FOMO anymore. I learned from you guys about no top wick candles. Okay, great. Now the move down isn't for me. Damn, I missed the move, but I don't. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's a complete. You see how it's a perspective switch. It's a mindset switch. It's a whole like wordage switch and all that. Left the sell stops got activated. Oh, nice. Nice. Unfortunately,
Maybe.
all mine got deleted now. With the long B and onion setup, yes. Hopefully. Would have liked to see a better push down though. Hopefully price can still push down a little further here.
Yeah, further down to support would be good.
Yeah, it'd be real good. If the 15 closes bullish, yes, that'll be pretty good. The only thing is I don't really want to buy it on the closure above here. I would like price to come down here, you know, and then take the buys down here to move back up.
Would the long be an onion setup? Yes, it would be. Good eye there. That's pattern recognition.
Yeah, this would be great here. Something like this.
Money right there. That is my move right there.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's the move.
Or even down here, but you know, and we could still sell down into that. It's just gotta make sense, and the break of these lows definitely don't make sense.
Oh.
Protecting us from the liquidity. What's the data on trades when you have a halo stuck? I don't know. Probably pretty good though.
100%, bro.
The data's always good. It doesn't matter if we got a halo, a box, a triangle, a rectangle, a Quaker. Doesn't matter if we're in the New York session, the Asia session, the London session. Doesn't matter if it's a Monday, a Friday, a Tuesday, a Thursday. Doesn't matter if we're bullish, we're bearish. The data's always money when you follow your plan. When you follow the profitable plan, it don't matter. Don't matter if it's April, May, June, July.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Rinse and
Thursday.
repeat, baby. Spidey. Hey, yo, what's poppin', Spidey?
Let's fight.
Spidey.
Let's see you here.
The Spider-Man is in the building. We even have
Spider-Man.
superheroes show up here.
Spidey, I need you to take your webs and make an onion setup here with clean range to the left.
Please.
Use your powers for us, man.
Yes, please. That'd be
Might
great.
30 fake out too.
Yes, sir.
My
4
thing
hours
is
still
too,
on top
like,
week there.
I mean, I could totally see the 4-hour candle going nowhere too. You know, like not moving up here at all.
Yeah, like today. Yeah. We could like stay there for the daily for the
Yeah.
next one to kind of get the move, you know?
That's what I was thinking. Like
Yep.
the daily kind of sticking around here, somewhere around here today. We watched Nemesis on Netflix. Nope. I think I might have seen it though. Like not seen it, but seen commercial or something for it. The only thing I watch on Netflix, I watched obviously Full Swing documentary. Come on, right? But I recently watched the Hulk Hogan one. There's one on Hulk Hogan. That one was pretty good. The whole the shows, I can't commit. I just find it very hard to commit to that relationship of, you know, watching a show with 100 and something episodes. So it's tough for me to get that in, and I really don't even want to watch shows or anything. So I tend to miss out on all those good shows that you guys talk about. Pack runner usually comes when a candle doesn't have a top wick or a bottom wick. So in this case, like if this candle would have came up, gave that candle a high, I would have probably had a sell stop on the break of the low there. They were fun 10 years ago. Now just getting. I'd rather watch a documentary about a bear than watch a 160 episode TV show that every one of them lasts an hour. I'm sure they're good. Like there was that one show I wanted to watch. I think it was called Snowfall. But I just couldn't commit. Couldn't commit. All right, let's see if we get our pullback here. So 30 minutes open. This could possibly be where we do get our fake out now, right? Somewhere back above 69 there. You got a couple little areas that price may use as that level, right? So maybe if we look into this level right here, right, a potential closure back above, I think will look pretty good for buys, right, to go back up with that 15 minute. So let's see if we get that, and then go from there. 15 closures look good here too.
I agree. Yep. I like onions.
Onion, Snowfall, yeah. Yeah, like if anything, that's a show I'd probably be interested in. It's just the commitment of time kind of bugs me. Would I watch Ants? I would, yeah. I'd be watching stupid, like crazy stuff like that. Like I watch a documentary on a bunch of wolves, like a wolf pack. And just, yeah. But shows are tough. Cause that's like an hour per show. That's crazy. And then chances are you watch like 2 of them a day. That's 2 hours now. That's crazy. But Nick, it's really good. I haven't made it to the gym in the last 6 months. But I've watched the show. I can confirm it's very good. Peaky Blinders. I think my dad watched that one. Is that about the Irish guys? Oh no, that was Boardwalk Empire. Bro, I seen one episode of Boardwalk what was it again? Boardwalk Empire? Bro, they had this guy buried in the sand up to his head, and that's all I'll say. That episode was insane. Definitely don't want to see that before going to bed. Like, I'm so fixated on the Neville Goddard exercises and whatnot during the night that it's just, I don't know. I'm just so unrelatable to the masses, to the real world out there. I just spend my evenings just doing things a little bit differently. All right, there's our tap, man. Would have loved these sells here earlier. Would have loved them.
This is perfect though for the buys. This is exactly what you hear, right? We get this candle to close like it is, clean, and then the next candle closes bullish, strong, and boom, we gotta take this buy back up. 4 hour bullish.
You already know, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Just wait on
it.
Get into the halo.
John, how long are you gonna stay there, John? New York?
I don't know. I'm kind of just gonna flow with it. Probably like August. August is the max.
Wow.
That's the max I'll stay here till.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Just you and your girl, Joe too, or?
Yes. Yup. Me and my girl Joe's gonna come too as well. Yeah.
Nice.
Yup.
Love it.
And then we have the meetup here in July, so that makes me just want to stay as well, you know, because
yeah, for real.
the meetup's gonna be happening too in like a month, so.
I feel you in that one.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
nice.
And I'm already enjoying this weather. I mean, Nick, what is it right now in Florida?
28 degrees Celsius, so 84.
Okay. All right, it's 80 here, so I mean it's not that much of a difference, but like the sun is way
It'll
less
be
hot.
90, 91 every day this week. How you
Alright.
doing?
The high here,
Reckless. Reckless.
damn. The high here is 90.
Damn.
I know. Sheesh, I brought the weather with me, damn. But I already feel like it's less humid and hot.
Prison break?
Nick, the nighttime it's gonna be back in the 70s, bro.
Nice. Is it like noticeably cooler over there?
I'd say so, yeah. Coming from Florida, yeah. I'm sure if you're not coming from Florida though, and you've been in New York, you're like, yo, it's probably hot as heck.
There was a sell set up. Yeah, I mean, we really loved the sells, you know, up until that 4-hour close bullish. And, you know, we could have kept our selling biases coming down for the 4-hour bottom wick, but at the same time, you don't know if that bottom wick is going to come down and, you know, retest the lows just to shoot back up, or if it wants to go further, right? So it was, we kind of had our hands cuffed a little bit here. We understood the sells. We wanted them just 45 minutes ago, you know, but things changed up a little bit with candlesticks and we had to let it go. We had to let it go. What do I do with my girl in my free time? That's none of your business, buddy. I think you can come up with some ideas though. No, I'm just kidding. Prison Break's the best.
It's like, what do you do with your girl?
I've never seen it. I don't know. We got 4 kids. I don't know. Figure it out.
Ask me life-changing questions, and then that's the question.
He's like, you know, I'm going to be seeing a girl one day here this week, and I just wanted to get some tips. It's all good. It's all good. Go have a nice cup of coffee, you know. Talk about how great she is and how awesome she is, and who knows.
But shout out all the ladies here though, for real, making it happen with their trading, getting after it in the markets. Yo, respect.
Facts.
Sir.
Anna sees all the ladies. She goes, yo, I think I'm about to step into the markets. I'm about to step in.
I tried telling my girl too. I'm like, let's go get in these markets.
Bro, come on.
Stepping away from the charts, how do you know when you truly understand something?
When you understand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Like, you just understand it, right? At that point, you get good results with it. You understand it. That's actually a good question. That's like a question like my kid was asked. Like, hey, Dad, how do you know you actually understand something? That's what I'm like. You know, it's. But I think like when you can. I don't know. I mean, when you can repeat it over and over and duplicate it and get the same results like over and over and over, like week after week, day after day, I think you can start to say like you understand it, right? When you can explain it very simply to somebody else, that means you can probably understand it. When you can apply it like with your eyes closed or under pressure or anything like that, I think you can understand it, you know, like. Yeah, I think that. So if you can do it all the time, if it's duplicatable, if you can explain it, if you can apply it, if you can recognize things coming out in real life, like, so if you're talking about, hey, like, how do I know I understand that, you know, I need to talk better to my wife, you know, I don't know, right? So it's like, if you can recognize it before it starts to happen, that means you're finally understanding. Like, how can I understand not to overtrade or revenge trade? Well, once you take a loss, once you begin to recognize, hey, this is where I'm, you know, making my bad move every time, right? And then you stop doing that, that's where you can kind of say, hey, you know what? I think I understand that now. I think I understand what the cons of revenge trading are and how they're hurting me. And now all of a sudden you're aware of it. So before making the decision now, you're aware of it, you understand it, you recognize it, and you can, you know, make your decisions around it.
I agree, bro. That's
Good
really the
question.
only.
Damn. Good question.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah. Now,
Some
now
of you
the
gotta
tricky.
test yourself now. Like, see how well you really understand it, right? Test yourself in that manner.
Yeah. Yep. Great question.
Like, find someone to explain it all to, you know, and see. That will really tell.
How can I? Oh my gosh! God, golly, gold. My
All right, bro.
goodness.
Take a chill pill. Take a deep breath.
Oh wow.
You know, I really wanted these cells today. I really wanted them. That stupid 4 hour
It's just tough with the 4 hour,
got
man.
in my way.
Yeah.
It's all good. These buys are way cleaner.
Not really.
Yeah, they are. 4 hours bullish. Take
Mm,
this thing back up, bro.
it's alright. It filled the wick. And
Man, it's all right. We still close bullish. Don't have a top wick.
some Socrates question. Yeah. What's the difference between trade on futures? I don't even know. That one you gotta have to Google. How can I convince my girl this trading thing will work? Make it work. That's it. You can't convince anyone of anything. Yeah. My mentor would say, Nick, what you do speaks so loudly that what you say, I can't hear. So there is no convincing. You know, if something needs, you know, you gotta convince them with results in a way. So I remember I tell my girl, hey, you know, this is what I did today, and at the end of the day, she cared. She liked to hear me talk about it, but she just really wanted to know, all right, well, you know, are you progressing? Like, are you progressing? Are you getting better? So just get better. You know, you're never going to convince anyone with words. You're going to convince them with what? What are you going to convince them with? Dollars.
Results.
Right?
Maybe just
results. And now the issue is money, right, is a lagging indicator to success. So even though you understand where you're at and you can see the money coming, your girl does not see what you see in your mind or what you see every day or you hear from me. So your girl's like, when's this guy going to get it together? But you're like, I'm getting it together, honey. Trust me. She just doesn't realize, and maybe you don't either, that success or money is a lagging indicator of the success itself, right? So it's kind of like you're planting a tree right now, and she thought, hey, well, where's the fruit, right? But the fruit is the last thing that comes off that tree, right? So it's a waiting process. It's a working. It's a sowing and reaping. It's a, you know, just there's a process to it all. So yeah, once you get to this process, so it's on you to really kind of step it up and start, you know, getting some results so that way you can show it to her. Yeah, that's all. That's the only thing really that'll do it. Hola. Gracias. Hi, Kingman. See ya, Kingman.
that's why you need to get
alright, what
partner.
was that
Facts, bro. 100%.
What'd you say?
Oh, so that's why you need a good partner, and I agree.
You need a good partner. Like my wife, she just brought me some scrambled eggs, but I can't eat them yet because there's still work to do.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yep.
What a supports.
Next.
A wise man who had an amazing a great marriage once told me, John, don't marry someone, have fun with them. Marry someone who will literally struggle with you, you know, who would be down to struggle with you and stuff like that. Like, find a ride or die. Anyone could be down for all the good stuff, but like, God forbid some bad things happen. Like, are they still loyal to you, and will they still commit to you and believe in you and be down for you, right? And that's the woman for you, in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
Same.
One
Yeah,
that
I
will
like
struggle, one that will struggle with you, not just have fun with you.
I like it. Amen.
Amen, bro.
And believe it or not, you're actually gonna have a lot of good moments in the struggle. You know, a lot of good moments that you'll be able to look back on and be like, damn, that was amazing. You know, if it wasn't for that or this, and you have fun in the struggle, right? You learn to dance in the rain, so to speak.
Absolutely, man.
All right, well, we're rejecting the halo again.
These 15 onions here start to look better and better if you could fake out here.
That's what I'm saying. Facts. Lay a closure back above here. 55.
Oh, yeah, on the 15. Oh, yeah, money.
Yeah. $30-minute small top wick too.
Yeah, I like that. 4 hour no wick.
And tapping into that rejection. Yeah, 4 hour no wick and being bullish.
That's true. That's true.
Hell yeah.
It could still be coming. It could still be coming.
The price action speaks it to us.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting on the 15 there.
Same.
On
Yeah,
a
Adrian,
deeper,
for
this is a
real.
good question here, actually. On a deeper level, like what? Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? On a deeper level, what responsibility comes with success? So a lot, man. You know, like a lot of responsibility comes with success. I mean, that's you basically becoming the person who you prayed to be at some point. So success brings a lot of things like money, freedom, which is great, attention, but it also brings on that responsibility and that weight, right? You're responsible for a lot of people now. Not only are you responsible for that, but your business, like whatever it is, your people, right? But you're also responsible for many other things, like probably like staying humble, right? Making sure you're continuing to develop and protect your mind. If you have a family, you got to lead your family, right? You got to make sure you lead your organization. So there's going to be a lot of people and a lot of things that start counting on you as you become successful. And again, I think most people kind of get to that level or approach that level of success and then fall back because they know the responsibility and the weight that comes with it all. So, you know, I would rather have money and not need it than need it and not have it. But success is not all about money. There's a lot of other things that go into that. And when it comes to success, I mean, you have to maintain, right? So whether that's a healthy body, healthy relationship, healthy business, healthy, whatever, those all have to be maintained. And it's going to be on you, right, to be that bigger person and make sure things are in place and people are taken care of and the business is taken care of. So it's funny because once you get success, you eventually hit a goal. You go, man, oh my God, if I could just make 10,000 a month one day, and then you make that, and then let's say the next month you make 8, you're like, I don't like that. I need to maintain that 10. I need to do something about that. So the battle never ends. From 0, right? You're going to try and get to 10, right? But then at 10, you're going to try and get to 20. At 20, you're going to try and get to 30. So it's like the money battle never ends. So if you can maintain like your health, your wealth, your relationships, your, businesses, I mean, there's a lot that rides on it, but it's worth it. It's work every day though, every day. And most people don't want to handle that work. They want things to be given to them, which is fine. It's the easier way to live life, and they just have a job or, they work for somebody and then they take on the pressure of all that. But, then they still got a lot more pressure, on what to do with the lack of money and the lack of time spent in relationships. So, life takes work. Life takes work. Life weighs a little bit. It's got some weight to it, and you got to be able to, learn how to handle that weight. Do a quick scalp. Maybe if this was like 2020 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, MJ. Yeah, The Loop. Yeah, I would read the book Love and Respect. Great book. Great book. Talks about that loop. All right, last call, I think, for me. We get a closure back above the range. This looks pretty good for the move back up, so we'll see. Boom, boom. Yeah, the other thing, too, is you have a lot of people watching you. Right, so you have a lot. You're a leader in a lot of areas. So you're a leader regardless in life. But when you start to become successful and you start to take on a little bit more influence, now people are really watching you, you know, so you have that responsibility. You know, I mean, it's not just about like leaving the old life. It's really maintaining the new one and walking in that new one. And again, that's not easy because you've got so much old programming from the prior life, right? Jesus said you got to be born again. The guy's like, what do you mean? How can we go back into, right? So he didn't mean like you have to actually be born again, but you have to make this new identity, right? This shift in your consciousness, right? This awakeness to start to take on that type of responsibility in most cases. I feel like you're not too interested in the buys today. Maybe on the 15 closure, but anything back above 63, I'm not that interested in because I want to take partials up there. Yeah, so if we can get something like this, especially after breaking those lows like that, like I like this, but I want to be buying down here. So that way, by the time we get up into these ranges, I have some money to take off the table. So yeah, you would be right. You know, if we kind of push back up here, I wouldn't be as interested.
We could say the same thing about the sells too. You know, the sells we are looking for, you know, same thing. And that really, that's like anytime, you know, like anytime we're looking for setups, like we don't want it to fill most of the range. We want it to be either at the top or the bottom where we have enough range to continue moving on.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. I love that. Different style of trading, but still tapping. I like it. I like it. Good to have you here. How do you achieve that mindset where you keep where'd it go? Keep evolving after getting success? How do you keep leveling up and stuff? Well, in life, you have to have, I think in life, if you have a couple different relationships, it helps out. So number one, obviously, a mentor, right? So if you have someone that you're always chasing, someone that you're always inspiring to be like, someone that you're, you know, kind of is a little bit ahead of you, that will always keep you humble, right? Because, you know, your mentor is obviously in most cases going to be doing better than you, right? So you have that opportunity to say, hey, you know what? I've accomplished all this great stuff and, you know, kudos to me and shout out to me, but my goodness, look where I'm still, like, look what I'm chasing, look where I'm headed. So even though it seems like I've done something, I haven't done anything yet, you know. And again, it's not always money. It could be a business. It could be impact, right? It could be so many different things that you might be chasing, right? So again, it's not always about dollars. But, you know, when I think of Mr. V, I think, my goodness, how many hundreds of thousands, over 100,000 plus people in China alone, their lives were deeply impacted by this man who I call Mr. V, my mentor, right? So it's like just the people in China, never mind all over the world and in the United States. And when I look at success, a lot of times I determine it as how like, did I reach my potential and did I help other people discover their own, right? So a lot of my definition of success outside of the obvious one, which is freedom, right? Time and money, is how many people's lives could be better off because I existed, right? So when I measure my success up to Mr. V, I go, my goodness, you know, we haven't even scratched the surface here yet, right? We have an amazing opportunity with the community and the live streams and the internet. And, you know, we have such a golden opportunity on our hands to really impact people's lives all over the world. But I haven't done much yet. So when you guys throw me the W's and, you know, I could easily start feeling myself, but I'm like, you know what? We got to keep going. There's still more people out there. There's still, you know, again, the harvest is plentiful, right? But the workers are so few. So it's like, we need more workers. How can we train more people? Can we watch them come from the valley, right? We're a city on a hill and we're just welcoming more and more and more, and start to teach them our philosophies and teach them how to make money in the markets and whatnot. So yeah, it's all about having someone that you can chase in a way, you know, that's not too far ahead of you, but, you know, they're right up beside you. So it's nice. And if you have that, then I think, you know, that helps. Otherwise you start thinking you're the man and that, you know, you got it all, and that's where you lose it all. So yeah, so it's nice to have the mentor. It's also nice to have a buddy, like a little comrade, like a running buddy, someone that that you and him or her on that same level, so you guys can make each other better. You know, every single day you got make each other better. You talk to each other, hold each other accountable. So somebody higher up than you, like a mentor, right? Somebody at your level, right? A running buddy. And then if you can have someone that you mentor, right? Then those are the 3 solid relationships I think someone can have, right? Is a mentor, a running buddy, right? A running buddy and a mentee. So it could be your little brother, right? It could be your little cousin. It could be your coworker. It could be anyone, right? But someone that you're always uplifting and kind of doing what your mentor did for you, you do it to them, right? If that makes sense. And again, the secret to living is giving. And as you continue to inspire and help people, right? For some reason, the game of life just hands you a reward from time to time. So yeah, that's what I would say. You know, just have those 3 relationships, and now you'll always be moving forward. You'll always be helping someone, and you'll always have somebody to hold you accountable and kind of say, hey, we'll do this together. $730 candle with no bottom wick. $730. This one? No bottom wick? Yeah, no bottom wick there. No bottom wick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then just, you know, be good at your game. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you keep leveling up. Like, make sure you're studying, make sure you're showing up, make sure you're getting around people who challenge you. I mean, I still keep my standards higher than any amount of comfort, right? Got to keep your standards high, got to keep your systems keeping you productive and whatnot. But yeah, keep your standards high. Once you start thinking you made it, oh man, that's when your growth begins to slow down. That's why I always move the needle forward. Anytime I have a goal, before I hit the goal, I'm already on to the next one. Because I know if I still have that goal written down by the day I achieve it, then I'm going backwards. Right? I got to be moving forward. So, yeah, it's a simple mindset though. Stay grateful, you know, stay hungry, celebrate your wins, don't worship them, don't overly celebrate and have a party. Just, you know, recognize that win and just keep moving, you know, keep moving. NQ, let's take a look here. Yeah, possibilities to see what we're looking for on gold here on NQ as well. Yeah, same price action. All right, 1 minute here for the closure. We'll see how we do. Got a little delay? Yeah, a little delay. I'll try and fix it up today. I don't know what that means. So doing good with other isn't selfish in a way that we expect a return. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Like, I think he's saying like, so if I do good to others and they don't do good back, am I being selfish?
I still don't know what that, like, I still don't know.
I think that's what he means.
The thing is, there's no other. It's just you.
Yeah.
It's just you. So you just do good. You do good. I mean, if someone punches you in the face, I mean, you don't just stand there and be like, "Oh, hit me! Keep see if the next one can knock me out cold," right? I mean, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, there's only you, man. You know, if you do, chances are, if you treat others well, they'll treat you well in return. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just what I found out.
I would say don't even expect like others to treat you good. Like just give it back and be satisfied with that.
Yeah. You know, one thing I noticed is there's a lot of good people in the world, and the media and the stuff, you know, it's gonna tell you that that's not the case, but you know, I think most people are pretty good people, and if you are good to them, they'll be good to you. All right, we got a good closure, but not above, you know, not above the range here. So 30 might get this fake out, so we might have to wait on this 30 candle to close above, and then from there we got our fake out. Our 4 hour potentially has a lower bottom wick, and maybe we can start to pop back up from here. I'm a complete rookie. Should I join the clubhouse first? I've been watching for about a month now, trading on some demo. Let's let the clubhouse answer. Clubhouse, can you guys answer? Because I'd rather not promote my own thing. Absolutely, yes. Get in here now. Join now. Just come as you are. Yeah, get in here now. Okay. So yeah, I think it's your best bet, because you're gonna get obviously us on the live streams every day. You're also gonna get the full course and all the webinars. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think you should. I think you should do what these guys are talking about.
Bro, what did we talk about in the beginning? What did we talk about in the beginning of the session? The first step to being a great trader is to find a mentor that is a great trader, then learn from them, and then reverse engineer.
Yeah. Yep. You got to find some trader. It doesn't matter if it's me or the other guy or the next guy. You got to if you want to be a good trader, you have to find someone who's doing well with their trading. Ideally, someone who trades live, so that you know that they're not BSing you and just, you know, saying that they're good, but someone who actually performs well, right? Where you can watch them perform and see them take trades. And if you like their strategy along with who they are and what they represent and their philosophies, then that's the mentor for you, right? So chances are you can't get someone one-on-one all the time, but you can tap into where they are. So a lot of people ask, hey Nick, can you help me? Can you I want to learn from you. Like, I want to jump on a call with you. It's like, yo, if you want to learn from me, you know where I'm at. Like, I'm on these live streams. This is where you can learn from me, right? You want to learn from me? Come hang out with me, right? Come hang out with me. Come be where I am, right? And where I am is in the clubhouse. I'm on the live streams. I'm in the webinars, right? That's where I'm at. So that's the best place to come. You know, if you can't work with me one-on-one, that's the best place to come. It's the best place to be. Get ready for the 4 LQ. I'm ready. I don't know what that is, but I'll be ready for it. What's the LQ? Hold on, let me think. Lower quadrant. Lower quadrant. Whoever traded the quarter points. Anyone ever traded the quarter point theory? What you know about the quarter point theory? Hey, I like that. Clubhouse keeps me disciplined and making money. Facts. The disc. Oh, I guess someone's asking for a discount, so the clubhouse is also answering you there. But I don't think you want to read what they're saying. Quarter pound. We know we had the quarter pound theory. I'm talking about the quarter point theory. I think DJ Scratcher's got a good idea. Good idea, bro. With the clubhouse, without the Hey, yo, is that me drawing or is that Magnus? That can't be me. I'm not that good of a... No, that's not my... That's gotta be Magnus. Or is that John? I think that's
They
magic.
said like your drawing is elite. I was like, yeah. That actually looked okay here today.
Damn, he even got the wow.
Yeah,
The
right.
Water cup and
Bro, that
Quaker over here.
I
What
don't
you
know how
doing,
that
man?
came to my mind, but yeah, the Quaker, right?
Can I get an apple too, bro? Hell no.
Bro, you're an artist.
Facts.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Sheesh.
Welcome.
Picasso out here.
Those little details, bro. I didn't even recognize.
I don't know. This just happened.
Thanks, sir.
Where's the jeans and the stick, man?
The jeans and the boots.
Yeah.
Goldie. Straight down. We had the bearish bias too. That pretty much the whole morning. Good move though. Good move here.
Yeah, man.
30-minute.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can get a 30 above though. That's the only thing left, kind of.
Yeah.
The jeans. I guess we can move the levels on down. Let's make our little adjustments here. And see what we do. This is probably, what time is it? 11. Yeah, this is probably it for me. Yeah, that's probably it. So let's see if we can get maybe one more wait on one more closure, and then if nothing, then we bounce. It can come lower. Yeah, I think so.
For Shane, when it looked like that, you just know it was great.
It's a goner. See you in Asian? All right, see you in Asian, my friend. Have a great day.
Let's go. We got a whole week of Asian session again. Hey.
Oh, we got a whole week of trading.
And London session. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Say less.
No QPs? All right, my last shot. I'll hang for 7 minutes. We'll see how the 15 closes. If we close like down here, then possibly wait for a support to form down here and take a buy on the way back up. Or what we can do too is, you know, maybe price wants to move bearish now, right? So any sort of a move back up here, right, might cause a resistance to form, right? That'll continue the move down for that daily time frame, for that 4-hour candle to, you know, go down now. And yeah, this could work out too. This might be, yeah, this might be a little bit after the stream, but you figure 11:15, 11:30, 11:45, you know, somewhere around that time.
Yeah, man.
You not bothered with the 4-hour no top wick? Nah, you know, I was kind of sensing that to be like just a lot of bearish pressure, to be honest. Like the 4-hour candle closed a little overextended and all that, so I can see why this would go down here. It just wasn't in shape for us to sell. You know, we had the sell stop idea here, but again, like I said earlier, that was when the previous 4-hour candle was still open, right? So that's where we kind of gotta switch our bias up a bit. Do I ever take trades around lunchtime? Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I do. It just depends on if I'm around, if I'm at the desk. Some days I leave like the office right away. Some days I'm here for a little longer. So it just depends. But if I'm at the desk, then I'm always open for opportunity.
I want to say too, because there could be some like new traders in here, beginners, like who may think like if there is no trades in a day, then I just completely wasted my day. And I want to say that's absolutely not true, right? A no trade day is great. It's not a wasted day, because the only way to become a great trader is to practice doing what the greats do. And today we showed up and we may have not taken a trade yet. We may not take a trade at all today, but we've practiced the right things, which means our habits have gotten better and our process has gotten forward, you know? So we planned the trade, we practice patience and discipline here today. We practice following our rules, right? Things like that. I mean, practice, you know, makes permanent. You know, practice is what makes a habit. So you do these things every day and you realize that over time you are now in a habit of doing these right things, and that habit will produce the habit of consistent profits. So never think that it's a wasted day when you showed up and didn't take a trade or didn't even make money. Like it's actually worth everything that you showed up today and practice the right things. Worth everything for your future.
Yep, bro, spot on.
Yeah.
Never wasted.
I know exactly, and I know a lot of you guys, most of you guys already know that, but there are some new beginner traders here every day showing up. So I just gotta let them know.
Exactly. You could have felt like that back then. I definitely did that too.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning, I was sitting there waiting all day, watching streams too, being in London by myself and all that. Yeah, years ago, I felt like I wasted it all the time, but it's never wasted. You know, also observation too. That helps a lot because you can observe and sit actually and see how price moves. That helps a lot too with experience and intuition and actually pattern recognition. So,
Facts,
never.
Right, you get to see certain patterns create themselves, and you're like, that doesn't look as good, that looks good. You know which setups are, you know, what to be familiar with, and yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you also you yield your time to something that could provide a good return.
That's fact, bro.
Right, where you can make money every hour on the hour at your job, but your time isn't yielding a good return, is it? Where you can give all your time here. You can spend 4 hours today, no trade. 4 hours tomorrow, no trade. 4 hours the next day, make $5,000.
Yeah.
Boom. So you're yielding your time. You're dedicating your time to something that it produces differently than what you're used to, like an hourly wage or a daily wage or whatever the case is. So you got to understand that.
That's right.
Bump, bump. All right, 3 minutes on the closure. So we might reject, and if we do close back above like here, you know, and you get a decent closure, then yeah, I mean the buy's looking pretty hot, man. If we don't do that, right, and we end up closing bullish but like not above, then that's where I would say don't take buys. Wait for this break and retest, because at that point you might close below, get some type of resistance to form up, right? And now you got, you know, a wick fill in front of you here that you can take advantage of to push down. So candle got to close above.
Yo, someone in the chat, tell me, why does the candle need to close above for it to be valid?
Yeah, we talked about ranges. Yep, we talked about that this weekend too.
Oh yeah, webinar.
Let's see how well you understand things.
Incredible webinar too. Power of ranges there.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Need the support, that's true, but there's something else I'm looking at here. Why do we need the candle to close above for this to be valid? It definitely will create a support, but there's something else I'm thinking about. We'll be above range, yup. But what's above the range?
Yay.
There it is. That's the right answer. Boom. Clean range.
Exactly.
That's why we need a candle close above. We need a trade in the clean range. Exactly. Let's get it. Now we're understanding it. Yes, sir, Prashant. Yep. You know it, brother. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Was it like Skype or something?
There's someone calling me.
Okay.
Yeah. They're calling for the gems, bro.
Tell them hop on stream.
Hello, 1 to 2 trades a day. Goodbye.
Order filled.
Playbook setups only. All right, see you later. Oh my
Hey Nick,
God.
what should I do to improve my trading? Take playbook setups only. See ya.
Hire Nick as your mentor. Stop calling me.
All right, 26 seconds. Looking like, okay, I'm out of here. But before I leave, let me leave you with a game plan. So if you can get a new candle, right, to close back above the range, something like this, the buys are starting to look good. Even if it doesn't look as pretty, right? So let's say it's something like this, and then maybe it's something like this, right? And then you start closing back above. Those buys look good to move up with this 4-hour time frame. You know, something like this will do it. So these buys look good back above 54. Sells would have to remain below, right? So you need that break and retest now. You never know where that can go too. So I would probably wait for some type of fake out, right? Somewhere up here where you can look to, like, you wouldn't take these buys because at this point they're just a bit overextended, right? Wait for these, wait for the fake out. And then that should put us in position to fill that wick down there, but it's probably going to happen a little bit later. So probably within the next like 45 minutes, you can get something like that to set up and then potentially have a confirmation candle here. So that's pretty much the only two options I would look for moving into the remainder of the day. But that was it. No trades in the New York session. Caught the one in Asian sesh. That was about it for the day. Understood the sells, but once that 4-hour ended up closing bullish, we were no longer looking for like target tapped ideas and now looking to flow with that 4-hour, but 4-hour didn't want to flow up and just melted down. So not much we can do about that. If you kept your sell stops, great, but that could be very risky in the future. So don't try and do that too much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Buys back above 54. Anything that stays below 54 or can get below 30, then the sells look valid at that point, right? Look below here. So price may want to keep moving down tonight or today. And if it does, it may not give you the greatest pullbacks, right? So wait for pullbacks. If we come down to the bottom of the range, don't do anything yet. Wait for some sort of a pullback and then a closure below, and then look at all this clean range. So that's what I would do. All right.
I'm with that, man. Yes, sir.
Cool. Alrighty, chat.
I appreciate you today, Nick.
Yes, sir. Hopefully you guys
guys
had
have
a
a
good
good
session here. Definitely.
Yep.
I'll see you guys.
Sir, thank you for having us here.
Took care of your job. W, man.
For sure. For sure.
God bless y'all. See you guys
All right,
later.
G's. We'll see y'all in
God bless y'all. Have a
Asian
great day.
session.
We'll
Magnus,
see ya.
see you maybe in Asian. No, I'm just kidding. See y'all in Asian
maybe.
sesh. And everybody have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Love y'all.
All right, peace.
Adios. Oh,
See ya.
There we go. There we go. Adios, amigos. W's on the way out. If you guys see these setups later, pull the trigger.
Yeah,
all right?
let's go.
See ya. Adios.
Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really one for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just to, nah, wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Ayy, reservations for 20 at Kosho. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, at different functions cause I'm functioning different. Ay, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
Why didn't you let me know you were coming?
I wanted to surprise you.
Money talking like we FaceTime daily.
Hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Set the bar way too high. Can you blame me? Yeah. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
Who the one that's doing it better than us?
Y'all stink. This is skunk. It's 7 to none.
Yeah, I get what I want, that's what leverage does.
They said it was enough, but it's never enough.
All of y'all overpriced, but you still ain't overpriced.
Vegas hot, cold as ice. Something like the Golden Knights.
Big screen, poltergeist, I don't need to go to right.
Got the numbers where I want them. It's some loaded dice.
Brick by brick, build a fortress. Crib got big, it's enormous. Whip got grip, it's performance. All my kids got a fortune. It's
Money talking like we FaceTime daily.
hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Set the bar way too high. Can you blame me? Yeah. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
Bring it to the judge, she gon' never say I'm innocent.
Did it, then I did it again. Ain't no coincidence.
Did it with a minimal plan, there was no middleman.
Did it with the little I had. It took some discipline.
Giving everything that I had, but never giving in.
Face to the sky, let the sunshine graze me. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Grateful for it, got me feeling so amazing.
Ring, 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 yeah, I run it like Sonic.
Knuckles all shining like my fist got polished.
Pinky ring on, that's an expensive promise.
All y'all clowns ironic, cause you not it.
Brick by brick, build a fortress. Crib got big, it's enormous. Whip got grip, it's performance. All my kids got a fortune. It's
Money talking like we FaceTime daily.
hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Set the bar way